Hello and welcome back to Miami University. I'm Keegan Logic Clapp,
And I'm Jacob Chewy Gundrum.
and we hope you had a good fall break. Today we have Miami versus Ball State today, coming back from a 1-1 after a doubleheader. We beat uh, University of Buffalo, and we lost to Eastern Michigan. Today should be a really good day. We are still waiting for confirmation and everything, but it's going to be a good one, I feel like.
Yeah, and going up against Ball State, I mean, it shows it down at the bottom for you folks at home, but 0-4 should hopefully be a little easier for Miami to kind of be able to get a win here. And I mean, it's definitely going to feel better because Ball State is also going to be one of those teams that we're going to be seeing throughout our other games within our ESC conference. So winning against Ball State here might cushion the blow for some other areas and other games where we might not have as best of luck against Ball State. But kind of looking at what it's going to be, I should add it is also going to be a double header tonight. After this game, we're going to go to a little break, but then we will be back for a Western Michigan game. So right after that, don't go anywhere once we finish up this stream, and we'll make sure we remind you at the end of this match. But yeah, we're going to be getting into our first games. I mean, kind of looking at what the characters are. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. Ball State definitely has some characters who are just kind of tiered a little higher than Miami. But I mean, that's one of the best things about Super Smash Bros. Is no matter who you're playing, it's kind of going to be even ground as long as you know kind of about the character you're playing.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, while you may play a bad character in the sense of it does not tier list wise, as long as you know how to play your character and you know what the character you're playing against does, then tier lists kind of don't matter.
Hmm.
But I feel like with the situations though, we are seeing a lot of. I feel like a lot of good aerial fighters and just good neutral fighters. Like we got Green Spiral, the Brawler. We got
Hmm.
Sukan Sam, the Shulk or Lucario, and Galuna, the Yoshi. So I feel like what we got to be doing is we got to maintain neutral state. I feel like that's going to be an important part. But also against these other characters like Luigi and Samus,
Hmm.
try to not get try to play more careful with their kit because Luigi can get a lot off of one grab and Samus can camp you out. So we have to make sure to adapt to their very diverse style of play.
Yeah, and that's something that Miami does very well is kind of just reading on how the players are and are able to kind of send in players who can kind of fill in the gaps where needed. It's a very well-rounded team. And I mean, yeah, looking at some of Miami's roster, I mean, there are a lot more close combat um, where you have people like Steve, Villager, Kirby, in most senses, they are going to be a lot more close combat. But then you also have some that are a lot more physical attacks, but can go a little further. Like we have Respect on Sonic, we have Mindles on Bowser Jr., both of them having great dash attacks. And then, I mean, Sonic has that charge dash attack, Bowser Jr., I guess it's technically also charged. And then seeing that we have our um, K Rule player Jam, who we got a little bit of a shout out to Midwestern State University. While we were getting ready and warming up, we ran into them. So, not in our conference, but definitely something fun to watch. Finding another college, getting ready for probably one of their matches coming up. I mean, definitely always something fun to see.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to see. You should have seen our faces when we load into Elite Smash just for some reason see uh, another college getting ready. Like,
Hmm.
out of all the players or all the people that are loading up for games, you have to play against another college getting ready. I just found it funny, uh, but definitely shout out to them. And we are going to get a confirmation. It is going to be Jam from Miami, and
Twerp and Samus.
yeah. Overall, Samus is a very projectile heavy based character.
Hmm.
So Jam needs to make sure to watch out for projectiles and not get overwhelmed by the pressure that they can deal, but also try to actually watch out to get up close because Samus actually does have a lot of up close options like up B out of shield,
Mhm.
a lot of good aerials, I feel like. So that's definitely one thing to watch out for.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, Jam is definitely, I mean, warmed up. They're ready to go. Jam, our K. Roo player, was the one who was playing at the beginning, so they're ready to go. But I mean, watching how they work, I mean, I definitely think that Jam is one of Miami's players that's kind of just very well-rounded, able to kind of read what's going to go in because I mean, going in with first blinds, I mean, it's hard to know kind of what you're going to be going with, and that's also probably why they chose Samus, one of the better players tier list wise. But yeah, just looking, I mean, Jam on K. Rool is definitely a sight to be seen and definitely a force to be reckoned with. But we do also have confirmation that we're going back to fan favorite, in my opinion, Small Battlefield. Definitely going to be, I mean, something that we always see coming up. I mean, I don't think I've gone a stream without Small Battlefield so far.
It is inevitable, as the purple grape man would say. But now that we have both stage picked and both characters, we are going to be going in shortly. And when I mean shortly, I mean now.
It looks like we're going to be having a little bit of a mix-up. Sadly, Miami doesn't have red side, so yeah, we're going to be watching what happens here, but we're going to be going straight into it. It looks like their Samus is going to try to charge something up here, but thankfully our Jam on K. Rool is able to kind of interrupt. Ooh, but already big damage. I mean, this is already looking kind of rough for Jam. I mean, that was what, maybe 3 attacks, and that's already about 65 damage.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta watch out. While Samus can play both sides of the coin, Samus can wait and be patient with her projectiles, but she can also just be up in your face, physical.
And it looks like Jam is doing a really good job not letting Samus Twerp being able to kind of charge up any great attacks, and great read there, having the cannonball ready. I mean, it's going to be definitely looking like it's going to be a close fight, but I definitely think that Jam is going to be able to kind of make sure that they're going to be able to sneak out a win here. And I mean, that might do it. There we go. First stock down. Miami up 1. I mean, definitely going to be, yeah, Jam is going to be doing great work here. I definitely think that they're going to be able to maybe get another stock on them before. And it looks like that's kind of risky. Having Samus with the crown, that's not great for K. Rool to see.
Yeah, you definitely don't, as a K. Rool player, you definitely don't want to see someone have your crown. It takes away a very viable projectile, and it also it actually can counter K. Rool's recovery, just being able to throw it down with nothing to have to pay for it. But one thing that I feel like the Samus does need to do is that when getting back onto stage with ledge trapping, is that Samus seems to keep falling for neutral B when you're inhaling with it, so it's definitely something that they need to play around.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to be something that, like you said, you need to play around. But I mean, just watching how their ledge guarding is going, I mean, Jam is doing a great job on kind of reading what's going to happen here and also coming back. I mean, that's another plus side with K. Rool. K. Rool is one of those characters who can definitely take a lot more damage, and I mean, not being as much of a danger zone. I mean, 123%, usually that's going to be kind of worrisome for a lot of players, but with K. Rool, I mean, they can kind of get up to 140, 150% and not really worry about being sent off. So it's going to get a little riskier here, but I mean, as long as they're going to be able to get some good moves, that might. Ooh, that was close. Almost sent it. Looks like they're going for a down spike, but I mean, yeah, they're able to kind of just barely beat them to the chase, and it looks like that's already going to be. Oh, I thought that was going to be a quick repeat stock there.
I'm surprised that didn't kill. That usually kills earlier with instant dash attack. That should usually work around 130. Oh, the reflect read. That was a good read by Jam.
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, also just getting reflections on any projectile, especially something that close. I mean, it's nothing to scoff at. But 71% and just adding up, I mean, that's going to be something that Jam needs to kind of worry about now. Both of them at one stock. Jam, I mean, needs to keep a lot of pressure on here. And it looks like, I mean, they're just going to be keeping that pressure, making sure they have to shield. Ooh, but that's not great. They're going to send them off stage, and I mean, they're going to be able to come back. I was kind of surprised they weren't going to try to go for a ledge guard there.
Yeah, definitely. This is something to be worrisome about. I know K. Rool can live for a long time, but it's better to be safer with percent than regret it in the long run. But Jam seems to be able
Ooh.
to holding his own, being able to take 60 without getting hit at all. So it's definitely close. Samus is at that situation where anything can combo, like crown into up air. That is the K. Rool classic. It is a good confirm, and it's something you got to watch out when playing against K. Rool.
Yeah, and I mean, great game there. Have to give hats off to Twerp on Samus. Definitely very close. I mean, but again, watching Jam on cable, I mean, it's Jam definitely is one of our best openers going in. I mean, very well rounded, like I said. But watching, I mean, how both of them were going heavy combo, and that's what you're just going to see with esports and a collegiate level like this. It's kind of a trade off in combos, so who can get that final combo. But I mean, very close game. Both of them were just basically exchanging stocks. We had what Jam was at 120-ish%.
Yeah.
So I mean, definitely not a crazy danger zone for a Cave Rule player, but still very high, all things considered.
Yeah, definitely. Jam did really good closing out that game with his ability just to play safe and not play it risky because he knew with the tools that he had that if he played it safe in the long run that it would work out with. So that was definitely a good game to start off with, but we are going to be going into next match with Samus out. I feel like there's a lot of good options here. I feel like maybe Brawler would be a good option, or maybe Luigi even try to get. But
Mhm.
if we're thinking about long run here, I feel like Brawler's the best play with Brawler just having a good just neutral advantage state against most of our cast. I feel like that's who they're probably going to go in next.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was thinking too, especially because I mean, if they're going for something like that, like you were saying, like longevity, I mean, three stocks to one stock. We've seen stuff where they're able to take all three stocks. It is definitely a lot rarer than most people already. But it sounds like we are getting Green Spiral, but not on Brawler. They're on Pac-Man today.
They lied to me, man. I was told that I was going to see some Brawler today.
So Pac-Man, ooh, that's gonna be something new. Haven't really seen a lot of Pac-Man players as of recently, but like we said earlier, if you know the character, it's not really gonna matter as much on who you're playing. So Pac-Man, interesting.
This is still what I would probably expect if I knew it was Pac-Man. Pac-Man is an overall really good character, very technical, I feel like.
Mhm.
While Pac-Man does have a low pickup ceiling, it definitely does have a high skill cap. So if you know everything about Pac-Man, it is very hard to play against. But one thing Jam needs to watch out is just for the bell, because that's
Mm.
pretty much all Pac-Man really needs to take a stock. So just try to not advance too much and make laggy moves because Bell into forward smash does a lot more than people think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, watching Pac-Man, also watching Alfredo's fire hydrants. I mean, Pac-Man sending out one of those fire hydrants or even knocking one into you is going to do major damage, and that's going to be also some deciding factors in games like this, where I mean, K. Rool again can take a lot of damage, but if you're dishing out a lot of damage in one hit like this, it's going to do a lot of work, especially against most of the characters here. And that's definitely something that Miami is going to need to kind of watch out for. And I mean, if Jam gets taken out here, who are they going to send in next and kind of respond to that? So, I mean, they're going to need to make a decision probably relatively soon. Now, I definitely think that Jam can take 1 to 2 stocks. One stock probably, I mean, I don't know how their Pac Man player is, but I definitely think Jam is um, pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
definitely. But this is also a good situation because even if Jam does go out, we know what character they're going next and
Hmm.
how they play. So this is also just for the future of if Jam gets out, that they know or they've also had time to decide who is the best option here. So getting the early lead goes a long way because if you can keep that lead, you can keep knowing which characters are coming next and how they play. So it's an advantage to make sure that you able to start really well, but also just throughout the game finish really well.
Hmm. And I mean, just having that information, like you said, is going to be incredible. I mean, sometimes that's what's going to decide games. Sometimes it's not. Last week we saw one of our matches where we pretty much uh, took out the entire team with one of our characters. So, I mean, you're going to have situations like that where you're just not going to be able to beat the character that's thrown out there. There's just a different skill level there. Um, but it's going to be just kind of dependent on what's going to happen there.
Yeah, definitely. And we did just get confirmation that it is going to be Jam versus Green Spiral on Battlefield. Overall, I feel like
Mhm.
Battlefield is a good stage for both characters. K. Rool does have to be mindful of platforms because I feel like Pac-Man can utilize these platforms with his neutral B Galaga. So it's just something to definitely watch out for.
Oh,
Yeah, we gotta take our two stocks. Okay, with the two stocks, we will start the match.
and it looks like they're already going to be going quick. I mean, yeah, seeing Jam just can't let any damage through really. Already getting out to a very well looking lead, and immediately as I say that, Caster's luck already going to get a lot of damage here. But I mean, watching how Pac-Man's playing, definitely. I mean, both of them having great parries there, or not parries, but what's the word I'm looking for? Shield.
Shield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, shield parries. But I mean, Pac-Man at 93. We have Jam at a little bit, but great reflect there. I mean, yeah, definitely going to be a great game. We can see that they are definitely going more for the fire hydrant route there.
Yeah, definitely. Jam just needs to make sure that he can take a stock with his final stock. So it'd be, and we really gotta stop cast cursing ourselves,
We
man.
really got to stop talking.
Oh my god. Yeah, that does hit very low with K. Rool being a very big character. I am not surprised that that did hit, but I wish I just didn't will it into existence. Sadly.
Yeah. No, it's the caster's curse. We say something that, oh, we don't want this to happen, and immediately happens. So, yeah.
Yeah. But now that we do have information of who they are going and they cannot swap out, we do get some time to plan on what is the best option here. With our roster, Pac Man is a good character. I do not know Pac Man matchups really well, but I
Hmm.
feel like characters that are fine just waiting are really good instead of characters that have to go in. So I feel like characters like Sonic or Villager would be really good in. So I feel like we could send in Respect or Palpa. But if I had to go for one, I feel like Palpa is probably the best option here.
Yeah, I'd agree with Palpa there because respect on Sonic, definitely a great player, definitely a great closer for Miami. So usually kind of watching and seeing and gonna be waiting to see
Ah,
what happens there. It looks like a little bit of a technical
ah,
difficulty.
ah.
Uh,
Thank you, Nintendo, for your amazing online services.
but it does look like we are actually going to be seeing Lunar on Steve. Lunar being definitely team captain, definitely one of the I mean veteran players. Incredible to watch. I mean, Steve players always kind of think 5 steps ahead, getting ready to kind of build something and watch what happens there. Which also, I guess some of the building blocks can provide a little bit of a temporary cover for really any of Pac-Man's projectiles.
Yeah. His blocks do play a big part of this. I didn't think they would send out Lunar this early, but his
Mhm.
blocks do help block Bell, Galaga, and also just Pac-Man trying to advance with his amazing aerials. So I guess this is a good one to start with, but we still have to watch out for Pac-Man's
Mhm.
Bell and Galaga. Those are really important. Those are really important tools in Pac-Man's kit. Galaga being able to start combos and deal a lot of percentage, while Bell is a good closer
Mhm.
and just combo into forward smash. So those are the biggest flags that we got to watch out for.
Yeah. And the other thing is they might have sent Lunar in because a lot of people on that team might not have played against very high level, very prominent Pac-Man. So kind of sending in, I mean, Lunar was probably also like, you know what, I'll do it. I feel confident in myself. I feel like I can make sure I can take them out. So just going to be kind of watching what they're going to do, maybe reading a little better into what's going to happen. But yeah, that communication error might set us back a little bit. So we're just going to keep on talking about what we're going to be like to see. But yeah, I would have liked to see Villager going in there. I definitely think Villager just. With a lot of their different attacks and move styles, I mean, the tree could easily block some of the stuff from the sides. If you can chop the tree down in time to land on Pac-Man, that would definitely do a lot of big damage there.
Yeah, definitely. But I also do feel like Lunar is a good one to send in because if they
Hmm.
do take out Pac-Man, they can counterpick right after. But the problem is that Steve is a really good character and considered probably
Mm-hmm.
the best character in the game. So how are you going to counterpick the best character when he has little to no counterplay? So I feel like they weren't also just thinking in this match, but I think they were also thinking like over time.
Yeah, definitely like what we thought we were gonna see with Green Spiral on Brawler, but then Green Spiral going Pac-Man instead. Going for a longevity type situation. So the question is going to be who's going to outlive the other one, and then who's going to take on that longevity strategy. But just going to be watching. I mean, what's going to happen there, and kind of out of curiosity, seeing. I mean, we have another person on Ball State who might be one of two characters. Going to be interesting to see if they trade out another character here too. Um, Either with they have a Yoshi that we have not seen yet, or Luigi. Seeing if they might change something out there and kind of um do something tricky there.
Yeah, definitely. But while the room is going to be set up, we are going to go to break because sometimes this stuff can take a while to just make sure everything is ready. So in the meantime, while that's going, get get some snacks, get water maybe to go for a break. But this is definitely the time to do it.
Mhm. And we're back. We're gonna go straight into the game. Kind of going past the lobby, and we're gonna be. Here we go. We're already gonna be going off to a great start here. We're gonna see Lunar kind of doing the usual start, having a block wall, but already gonna be getting a lot of damage from Pac-Man. Being ready to set up for that. I mean, it's going to be hard. But also, I just realized how similar both the fire hydrant and the anvil are going to be for both players. I mean, definitely going to be going for kind of a similar route here, it seems. Kind of misses the minecart there, though, on Pac-Man. So that's going to do a lot of damage. That's already going to be one stock on Lunar. This is going to be looking rough, it seems.
I'm surprised by how easy Pac-Man can break these blocks. I feel like what we saw with the bell is that it just destroyed the entire block. Because I didn't think Pac-Man would be able to do that. But also his aerials are just a way to break them way too easily. Like I didn't think that that Pac-Man would just. I don't know. I can't really put it into words. I didn't think Pac-Man would just be this good against Steve.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, just watching how the Pac-Man, watching how, Green Spiral is going to be doing a lot of damage and kind of not letting up. I mean, Steve definitely needs to kind of watch out and, I mean, kind of get up to a higher level with their stuff. They're on iron. They just got the diamond, though. So that's going to be looking better for them. But, I mean, they're going to be kind of playing it slow to begin with and then get into, like, some big attacks. But, I mean, just watching how Pac-Man goes is they can also take some time, try to get that bell, try to get a lot more better things. It looks like they might have gotten the bell there, but they might have actually gone past it.
Yeah, they got the key. The key is really good. The problem is that blocks like what we just saw there can just make it do absolutely nothing. I definitely feel like a bell would have been better play, just being able to just overall be better in more situations.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was just also unlucky timing there, but it looks like there's already going to be another stock on Lunar. Ooh, but already has a great way to come back from that. Has a little bit of a karma stock right there. Being ready to just come back in, make sure they take a stock, make sure they're not very out of the game yet. I mean, 1 to 2, basically equal in percentages. There's going to be a little bit of a like an edge for the Pac-Man player for Green Spiral, but I mean, taking one stock down, that's already going to be huge, especially if Miami isn't able to close this out here. We're going to be able to see another character come in and already do some more damage, hopefully take some more stocks and finish it out for them.
Yeah. We definitely want to see if Lunar can try to close this out. It is a very uphill game, I would say, from here. But I feel like if Lunar just plays more patiently, I feel like he's been playing really aggressive in these situations while Pac-Man is fine with you waiting. You just have to be able to make sure that Pac-Man can't combo with the bell. That'd be very important. But also just maybe changing the playstyle a little bit would be helpful. But with Pac-Man on stage, but able to make it back, the blocks do not work on Pac-Man's recovery as well.
Yeah, and that's going to be a different thing that, I mean, Pac-Man with that little trampoline there, they're going to be able to kind of hold on to it. But that's already going to be 1-1. We're going to see, I mean, Lunar, 67%. Definitely can't get hit by a bell, or, I mean, that Pac-Man has the bell again. So kind of keeping up those walls, being ready to kind of take initiative there, doing some combos. And it looks like they might go for the bell. Bell misses. Great thing to see for Lunar here. But that's already going to be another shot there. And yeah.
Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know if people can tell, but we seem to be having some connection problems with the stream and the gameplay. But from what we see, it's what we get. But again, the bell is able to take out Lunar, sadly.
But I mean, getting their Pac-Man player Green Spiral down to 1 stock, definitely nothing to scoff at. We definitely need a player to whoever we send in next, which I would bet would probably be Villager to definitely take off that stock as quick as possible and not lose one of their three. We need to make sure it's as closely timed as we can keep it. I mean, Ball State, Miami just had one up against Ball State. Now Ball State has one up against us, so it's going to be kind of a more of a reactive game for Ball State now that they can kind of slow down a little bit. They're going to be seeing what Miami's going to send out here. If they can knock out their Pac-Man player, then I mean they're going to be able to do that.
But yeah, definitely, this isn't a coming. This is definitely a situation to come back from. But this is while we are down, I feel like this could be an easy situation. We already got a little bit of information of how the Pac-Man plays. We just need to be able to adapt to his play style. But I do think we are going to send in Palpa the Villager. I feel like this is probably the best situation here. But with Villager, I feel like it's really good because you could pocket the bell, just zone out Pac-Man, which Pac-Man doesn't really like that well. So I feel like this is definitely the right decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's going to be something where, uh, like we were talking about, uh, hopefully with the tree ability that Villager has, it's going to be kind of able to um, replace what Lunar was trying to do with the blocks with Steve. And I mean, I think the tree might actually be a little more sturdy in this scenario against a lot of Pac-Man's attacks. I don't think it's going to break as easily as we saw Lunar's box being basically broken with one attack.
Okay. And we did get confirmation that it is going to be Palpa against Green Spiral's
Mhm.
Pac-Man. So this is definitely, I feel like, the best situation here. Uh, like I said, we want to see Palpa just being able to play slow because we want to not lose any stocks in this game because we would like to be equal.
Mhm.
But it's definitely easier said than done right now.
Yeah, and just watching, especially, I mean, I'll say it again. Hats off to Green Spiral. I don't know. That might be a phrase that I really like to say, but I mean, definitely one of their, I mean, players who's going to be doing a lot of damage, a lot of good work for Ball State, and yeah, I mean, I definitely think that another thing there is that a lot of people don't see Pac-Man, so not kind of ready for what's going to be coming off of that. But yeah, we're going to be seeing Villager going through. Like we said, we talked about a lot of the different play styles that Villager has in response. But I definitely think that the bowling ball and pretty much a bunch of different things that Villager has is also going to put a more competitive edge on here. And also the recovery that Villager has is probably a little better than Pac-Man's. I mean, Pac-Man does have the trampoline, but technically anybody can use the trampoline. So Villager, maybe with the trampoline and the balloons, might be able to do a little better work there.
Yeah, but the problem is with Pac-Man is that Hydrant is definitely something to watch out for. While it is
Mm,
really good linearly, it does have a problem with being decently slow, like kind of like K Rule. So Hydrant is definitely something to watch out for when recovering. But luckily, with Villager's uppy, Villagers can move side to side pretty fast, so it is something that to dodge with. So we have to make sure to be to mix up our recoveries to not make it so obvious about what we're gonna do.
yeah, just making sure you're staying unpredictable, making sure that um, I mean, yeah, definitely going to be something for Palpa to kind of know because also Palpa needs to get this stock as quick as possible and not lose the stock here. It's technically not the worst thing if they lose a stock, but that's just going to be a deeper trench to dig out of. It's still going to be Ball State's up by one stock. So, and also having a completely new character that we have not seen yet. So definitely going to be rough for Miami in that aspect that, hey, if we get Green Spiral here, who are they sending out next? Who do we have to look forward to next? And kind of have a okay, well, this is who we have. Um, we're going to be looking at who our next guy might be, but also Palpa is just going to be, I mean, going to need to be ready for almost anything to come next.
Yeah, definitely. But so far, I do think that we are having some problems with the stream. Hopefully, those will
Mhm.
not be a factor anymore. I know that we have our casting team trying to figure out, or our Forge team trying to figure out how to fix things. So we do apologize on our behalf for any problems that you have, but with the stream. But we are going to be going into the match now.
Yeah. And just to remind you, oh, yeah, it looks like it might be a little glitchy still. So we will do our best here. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be waiting for the two taunts. Once we get them, here we go. That's another thing. I actually forgot about the Lloyd rockets here. That will also be doing a great job for Villager to have. And also the slingshot. I mean, making sure they're keeping a lot of pressure on. I mean, making sure that they're not even going to be able to have Pac-Man being able to get the bell. But it looks like they're already kind of responding back to that, setting up the fire hydrant as a kind of shield in a sense, and being ready for what's going to happen there, because the Lloyd won't be able to get through the fire hydrant. They'll have to come to them. Once they come to them, they're going to probably be able to have a great job there. And that's the tree.
Early kill.
There we have it. That's what Miami needed. That's exactly what we needed to see. Great job to Palpa. I mean, great tree placement too. Great job making sure you kind of just read what Green Spiral was going to do there.
Yeah, it definitely was really smart to stall there to sense that they were going to do something else. But that was definitely a good read, and now we are equal. This is what Miami definitely wanted in this situation, with Ball State at 6 and us at 6. We have Villager out as one of our characters, so now Ball State gets to this counter pick and think of, which I think they're probably going to go with Shulk. I feel like Shulk is definitely a well, Soup Can Sam would be playing Lucario or Shulk, but if he did play Shulk, I feel like Shulk would be a good situation. Also, I feel like Yoshi would not be a bad option here. But overall, I feel like when playing against Villager, Villager definitely does really well with zoning. So maybe having a fast character who just has good options up close, like Yoshi and Shulk, are definitely good situations, I feel like. So I feel like we're most likely going to see a Yoshi out of this situation.
Yeah, and also I think Yoshi is a little faster than Luigi here, but I mean Lucario is Lucario the fastest out of all the ones that we've seen, or is it going to be Yoshi probably?
Yoshi, Lucario is fast, but I'm pretty sure from what I remember is I think they're really close in speed, but I think Yoshi is faster. But Shulk with speed art is faster, and we just got confirmation that they are sending in Lucas, which I didn't even have that written down.
Yeah, Ball State sending a lot of curveballs for us tonight. Going from, I mean, Green Spiral on Pac-Man into now a Lucas. We were not ready for this competition, but yeah, kind of makes sense here.
Yeah, but it's just weird because from the notes that we were given, there was not even a mention of Lucas. So maybe one of the players is thinking that they might have a secondary Lucas or even a third, but with against Palpa, they think that this is a good time to send it out. But if they don't even have it on the list, I feel like maybe it's not the best to try to figure out this in a competitive scene if this is the best option, or try to practice up on that. I really think they should have stayed with one of the mains, but they probably do have a weird way of thinking of it that we can't understand.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing that I kind of think of when we see multiple different players with different characters. Again, I've talked about it way at the beginning, but as long as you know the character, it's going to be pretty equal. Knowing two characters, whereas instead of knowing one, I forget who mentioned it, but this was on one of our earlier streams in the year, but they said they feared a person who's played one character 909. Was it you?
Yeah, it was me, bro. I'm the man of wisdom. Dude.
Yeah. You said that I feared a player who plays one character 999 times than a person who plays 999 characters one time.
I don't fear the man that plays 1,000 characters. I fear the man who plays one character 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just watching how Miami, I mean, sticking to just our same characters is going to be, I mean, it's definitely not going to have that factor of surprise, but it's definitely going to have these players know their characters. They hone in on them. They know that what they're going to be doing here. But again, both of them starting at 3 stocks. We're just going to go right into it. It looks like the Lloyd placement there, and already great combo coming from Palpa.
Here comes the fair train, choo choo. All of those fairs, it's really certain characters do have struggles trying to get out of these situations with fair because it is a really fast projectile and it can do a lot, I feel like. But Lucas already on 105%, while Palpa is only taken 5. Like I said, this is probably not the best chance to experiment with stuff, but we have to see what Ball State has to offer with this secret Lucas pick.
Mhm. And I mean, this is a personal standpoint for me, but I'm not a huge Lucas fan, especially with the recovery, because with the recovery, you're actually damaging yourself, even though it's a little taken down. But I mean, just watching what's going to happen. And there's Palpa already going to be making sure that they're not going to be able to get any ground here, taking 1 stock off of them at 50%. Didn't really take much damage for having 1 stock, especially also seeing that their Lucas player was at like 140, 150 by the time of their KO. So watching how that's going to be, but already seeing Palpa is going to be taking a little more damage. But I mean, definitely going to be watching. I mean, as long as they're going to be able to get some more combos off there, I think that Palpa might have this. This stock pretty covered well.
Yeah, definitely. Palpa is definitely playing this right. I feel like taking advantage of the projectiles that Villager has. Lucas does have projectiles of his own, but they are not as fast as I feel like Palpa is, which is a big factor. But Lucas was just able to take the stock with an up smash, which is a really good move. While it may be slow, it definitely has invincibility. So it's definitely an X factor out there to just throw it out because if I don't know what I'm doing, you don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. And just watching how we're going to be seeing Palpa being trying to control the stage more. Great shot by their Lucas, and it looks like that was going to be another pop on the balloon. I mean, kind of turned the tables there. Miami, Palpa just kind of was going for the ledge guard, but I mean the tables turned and we had Lucas kind of taking control there, getting great damage on them. But seeing their Lucas 135, we have Palpa at 91. Palpa definitely needs to make sure they can get a kill here and then back up some more damage before they're going to be able to take a stock here and already get the tree back out. I mean, kind of setting up a little bit of a tactical shield.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like for a little bit that Palpa needed to switch up his approach, but I feel like Palpa adapting to how to ledge guard and Lucas with bowling ball, I feel like that is a really big factor, just being able to adapt to the situation that you are put in and against the character. I feel like that is one of Miami's specials. I feel like we learn very fast against other characters. And I feel like it's just very helpful in these types of situations.
Mm-hmm. And this is also looking a little more advantageous for Miami. I mean, already having a great amount of damage on here, especially up against their Lucas player. That's definitely what we need to see. But that's going to be the KO here. Great job for Miami. I mean, Miami having a 2-stock lead now, and now Ball State is on the receiving end. They're going to be sending out their last player. Miami has 2 stocks with Palpa on Villager and another player to follow up. Miami definitely looking like in a pretty advantageous position here.
Yeah, I feel like Miami is definitely taking hold of this game really well. Being able to, while they were down to the Pac-Man, they didn't let that bother them at all, and gave them kind of more motivation to win this game. And Palpa is definitely he played really well in both of those games, making sure to take down the Pac-Man without losing anything, and just being able to take out the Lucas while only losing one stock. This puts Miami up, I feel like, in a really good situation.
Yeah. And it sounds like we are going to be seeing their players, Soup Can Sam on Lucario, coming up next. Um, I think that was probably their main play at the end. Kind of just being ready for um, Lucario to be sent out. Very similar to, I mean, honestly, all of Ball State's characters are really just similar in nature, very projectile based, whereas Miami is a lot more punching slash physical attacking based. So we're going to be seeing a lot of differences there. But where Miami's characters kind of excel is that zoning. I mean, we have a lot of characters who are able to control the field very well.
Yeah, definitely. With the pick of Lucario, Lucario is more of an up and close fighter. With I don't really see Lucario much, but I do know
Hmm.
is that Lucario definitely has a lot of good killing power with how his aura works, which pretty much means the more percent that he gets, the more damage he does. Most characters do have that. That is something called rage, but Lucario's is boosted a little bit, so
Hmm.
that is something to watch out to try to make sure not to give Lucario too much aura, so he just has a lot of killing power and a lot of just really good moves overall. With Villager's Kit, I feel like you definitely want to play more zoning. I feel like in this situation.
Hmm. And then also once you see Lucario add a like heavy damage, making sure you have some of those finalizers, like especially bowling ball or the tree chopping. I mean, that's going to be something that you need to have, especially if Lucario is starting. I mean, anything above 100%, you need to make sure you kind of close it out, making sure that they have no ground to even do any damage to you. But it sounds like we're going back to my personal favorite, small battlefield, going very quickly into the game here. And I mean, yeah, I definitely think that Palpa just can close it out and needs to close it out here.
Yeah. But we're going to take our one stock, and then it is going to be off to the races with Ball State on their last stock of or last player of this match.
And also, I kind of forgot about some of Lucario's moves. Again, Ball State, I will say, you play a lot of characters that I don't see often, but you play them well. But I mean, Lucario definitely a very fast player to kind of watch out for. And I mean, just getting out of that dug hole is going to be very difficult for Palpa to kind of take any advantage there. But already racking up a lot of health, um, Palpa definitely needs to kind of close this out here, or else Lucario's attacks are going to get very strong here soon.
Yeah, that is definitely one thing to worry about. While you are winning the game, in percent wise, you gotta watch out that Lucario can just get all that damage back with his moves. But Palpa able to finish Lucario stock with an axe. I that would probably hurt me too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and I mean, just getting ready. I mean, not very many percentages here. I mean, 10%, maybe 18 now. I mean, it's going to be difficult for them to kind of come back here. But I mean, already racking up damage very quickly. I mean, yeah, definitely going to be something for Palpa to kind of watch and look at. But I mean, yeah, I mean, they're going to just get ready, especially sending out a lot of those Lloyds and a lot of those missiles is going to be doing a great job for them. Another tech that they did was they kind of walked inside with the Lloyd for a little bit, kind of glitching it, but also getting closer to them and making sure that they weren't able to do anything fancy there.
Yeah, definitely. But right now in this situation, it looks like the Lucario is adapting to Palpa's kind of playstyle. I feel like Palpa needs to kind of switch it up a little bit with what Villager's diverse kit can do but I could also just be dead wrong with the good roll read from Palpa to kill Lucario at a very early percentage. I'm pretty sure Lucario was at 84 when Lucario died.
And also great little combo there, hitting Lucario both with the axe and then also the tree. I mean, that's already going to be some early damage, and that's definitely something that we're going to need to see coming from Palpa. I mean, one stock up, but at a very high percentage. I mean, it's not going to be looking good for them here soon. At 153, they're in dangerous KO territory here.
Yeah, and against Lucario, it's pretty much really you're even though 150 is a lot, it could be a lot worse and you could have died. So we gotta appreciate that we have been able to live for this long. But with Ball State on their last stock, there's no need to rush this. I feel like Palpa can play a little slower just to make sure not to mess up or like SD or do a laggy move in this situation. But with Lucario's really cool counter, which pretty much almost teleports Lucario to where Villager was to take the stock, and we are at both players at one stock left.
Yeah, I definitely think that, I mean, having Palpa at a very high stock percentage there definitely is going to be something for Lucario to kind of watch out and, I mean, watch the play. But it
There we
looks
go.
like that's going to be it. Miami taking first game with 4 stocks left over against Ball State. Definitely going to be looking great. I mean, kind of, I'm not going to lie, kind of a lackluster end. I mean, usually we don't want to watch someone just kind of fall off the stage. But, I mean, a win is a win. So, yeah, great job, Ball State. Great job, Miami.
Yeah, this is good. We start off with a win. We already have knowledge of how their character plays. But the thing is that what it seems like is that Ball State does have a lot of characters that, or a lot of players that have a lot of secondaries. So while I do have information on characters that they play, they could always just switch it right around, which is something that Miami needs to watch out for.
And just kind of watching, I mean, what we haven't seen through 4 of the regular players that we haven't seen
Yoshi, we haven't seen Luigi,
Luigi.
we haven't seen Shulk, we haven't seen Brawler. So yeah, I feel like with their diverse roster, that is something to watch out for.
And that's another thing that, I mean, that's Miami's greatest strength and weakness. I touched on the strength a lot there, but the weakness is that, hey, I know exactly who you're playing. I know exactly what you're going to be doing. Now, Miami does have a great advantage of being able to switch up play styles, which they do very well. Usually, I mean, Palpa didn't change up the play style as much there, as much as we probably thought we'd like to see it, but they still were able to get the win there. So, I mean, a win is a win.
Yeah, definitely. But with that, we are going to be going to a break real quick. But when we come back, it is going to be Miami 1, Ball State 0.
Hello and welcome back to the second round of Miami versus Ball State. Miami taking first game, and we're going to be seeing Lunar versus we have Soup Can Sam on Lucario. Kind of ended off the game there. Probably was kind of looking for a little bit of revenge. Said, "Hey, I can do better. Put me in first, coach." So they're going to be watching what's going to happen here. But I mean, already racking up very high amounts of damage for, I mean, such a quick start of the game. We're going to be seeing Lunar doing a lot of the minecart tricks. I mean, that's probably, I would say that's probably one of their favorite moves, if not their favorite.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely looks like the Lucario is trying to play more aggressive with his playstyle. Something to notice is that Lucario's side B does go through blocks, which is very important against playing against Steve. But with Lucario, I feel like Lucario is kind of, not to say the least, but spamming or mashing in this term. I feel like they keep going for the same thing. It's going to be neutral air in the air to go to follow up, but I feel like Lunar is able to detect that and is planning accordingly.
Yeah, and Lunar already doing great damage and getting a stock there. I did not think that stock was actually going to happen there. But, I mean, Lunar proving me wrong. Like, I mean, thankfully proving me wrong there. But, I mean, already going to be doing a lot of damage. I mean, Lunar has Diamond, has been trying to get the Diamond weapons and Diamond tools for, I mean, almost since, like, the first stock was gone. But already getting great, I mean, damage here. Already getting them back up to almost equal there. And, I mean, yeah, definitely needing to get something here. But it looks like there goes another stock on Lucario. And Lunar is also able to get the Diamond weapon here.
Yeah. Usually, playing Steve, you want to save Diamond until the beginning of next stock, but since Steve is up with 3 stocks to 1, this is definitely a situation to just spend the Diamond. But with offstage looking and deflecting Lucario from recovering backstage, which is one of the characters that can just stop the recovery with Alex's blocks.
Yeah, that was actually a great job for Lunar. I mean, being able to read what was going to happen there and making sure kind of just the redirection was a great job to just close out that game incredibly fast. Miami already having 3 stocks to Ball State. Um, they're probably going to be sending out their Pac-Man player. Definitely Green Spiral, I feel like, is going to be coming back out to try to close that gap.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's a good situation. Green Spot was able to actually take out Lunar with the Pac-Man, but I feel like we still have yet to see their brawler. So maybe they do send out their brawler. Maybe his brawler is better, but I would not be surprised if we did see Pac-Man, since it did work very well last time.
Yeah, I think if it's not broken, don't fix it. I don't think we're going to be seeing any of the newer characters. I also don't think we're going to be seeing the Samus or Lucas that we saw last round coming out to play. So, yeah, I definitely think it's going to be something that Green Spiral is going to need to kind of respond to and be like, okay, well, I need to take this character out again. And, I mean, we watched him do that. Now, in retrospect, Lunar was able to kind of able to read, kind of see what was going to happen there. When they did take out Lunar, they were only on 1 stock. Correct me if I'm wrong, but or no, they were on 3 stocks. It was a 3-3, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So having both of them at 3 stocks, I mean, Lunar was definitely able to learn there, and I mean, might just need to kind of change up the play style a little bit, but it's still going to be yet to be seen who they're going to send out here.
Yeah, but if they do send out Pac-Man, Lunar already does have the experience against Pac-Man. I feel like Lunar just needs to take what happened last game and try to put it into practice on how to counterpick. Watch out for the Bell. Watch out for Galaga. Watch out because surprisingly did not know that a lot of Pac-Man's moves can break blocks really easily. So if Lunar is trying to source up on materials, watch out for what Pac-Man is doing and not just focusing on what you're doing.
Yeah, and also kind of watching what they're going to be doing, and both of them definitely like to stick to one attack um, type, where we have Lunar, who's with the minecart, and we have their Pac-Man player, who is mainly on, I guess, kind of a combo, but like Bell and Fire Hydrant, watching what boats are going to happen there. But I mean, just honestly, surprisingly similar battle moves, but I definitely think that Lunar on Steve can rack up damage like we just saw last game really quick with the pickaxe and axes, and just being able to have a little bit of a competitive edge there and making sure that they are controlling the game, especially with the block placements that we saw with Lucario. Now, again, Pac-Man, like you said, definitely can break the blocks a lot better. So Lunar, if they see the Pac-Man coming out here, it's going to be something interesting to see what they do here. But it actually sounds like we're going to be seeing their Samus player coming out here. What are your thoughts on that?
They're very unpredictable, I would say. Throughout these entire matches, they've been surprising us with different characters, secondaries that I didn't even know of. So it is. I feel like their main tactic is to surprise the whoever they're playing against, to do the unexpected. I wasn't expecting Samus. You weren't expecting Samus. I don't even know if we were, like, Miami as a team was expecting Samus, but it is what it is. It still have to follow the same aspects of what does Samus do good and how can I counter it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like you said, Ball State definitely going for the unpredictable um, type of playing. Miami is, I mean, they have great responses to unpredictability. I mean, they just still go in with what they know, their bread and butter, their tried and true. I mean, they're going to be sending in, and they're not going to let up anything. They're not going to make it so it's going to be, oh, this is weird. What do I do now? It doesn't even phase them. And we saw this with multiple different teams and universities, that we have been able to kind of control what happens here. But yeah, I don't think any of Samus's laser blasts can actually pass through the blocks very easily. Now the kicks, however, definitely just mowed through the dirt blocks there, so they were able to kind of easily close that gap there.
Yeah. But we are on Town and City, which is something to think about. The platforms will come and help with both with Alex, which I feel like will be more important, being able to kill closer off the sides and just combo into. But Sam is also still having some options with sparsing up how they play with the platforms.
And already having Steve Lunar on diamond weapons, and already getting what, 3-4 great shots with the anvil. Already going to be having major damage on Samus. And I mean, this might be very early stock here, hopefully. And as I'm speaking into existence, we already see the first stock here with Miami Lunar taking one stock on their Samus player on Twerp.
Yeah. Lunar is definitely playing it right, putting up blocks, wanting to play when he wants to play. In the meantime, trying to get the resources that he wants. This is definitely a very resourceful game, and also just a resourceful character. Lunar is very good at knowing when to play Steve and when to think more preservative.
And also already getting another great stock there, not letting anything up. And it looks like also some of these platforms actually are being kind of the downfall of their Samus player, because it looks like they were trying to charge up a little bit of a shot here, but as the platform started to move out, I mean, they weren't able to do anything. But it looks like they're able to get one stock here on Miami's Steve player on Lunar. So sad to see, but I mean, we can't keep up with having almost all the stocks. So it's definitely something that we're going to be seeing. And I mean, I definitely think that Lunar is just going to try to finish it up here very soon.
Yeah. But it's never count anybody out. The Samus seems to be adapting to what Lunar is trying to do, which is very good. Utilizing aerials and out of shield options, I feel like is very important. Lunar just needs to make sure to try to close out this game and not make any mistakes, because we are leading right now, but we would try to keep that lead and advance it further as much as we can.
And I mean, honestly, there I was surprised that they didn't have a shield break and uh, have anything with that. But I mean, definitely with 137%, one good anvil placement coming from Lunar is definitely going to be doing great work here. But also with how their Samus is playing, I think some of their ledge guarding has been a little lackluster from last time we saw them, and that's already going to be another game. Lunar taking out two players, losing one stock. Nothing to scoff at. Incredible gameplay from Lunar, actually.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see like another Jam situation where Jam was able to take out was able to sweep University of Buffalo with only losing one stock. So I feel like Lunar can definitely do it. And there we go. There is the tried and true classic of Nintendo online services. So we are going to have to set up the arena again, but Lunar being able to take two players down while only losing one stock is definitely a good situation to be in, I would say.
Yeah. And also, this kind of forces Ball State's hand. They definitely need to send out Green Spiral, or else this game might as well it might as well be done for them. Green Spiral was really the only person who was able to kind of compete with what we were seeing with Lunar, who was able to just do great work there. And in the end, I mean, Lunar did lose, but I mean, was able to take two stocks off of there. I definitely think that they're going to be trying to send them in, trying to hopefully make Lunar lose two stocks, maybe have them lose one stock in the crossfire. But I mean, if they don't send a green spiral here, I would just count it about out, unless they send in someone who we have not seen yet.
And that would be Galuna, the Yoshi, or it would probably be Skittle the Luigi. We have yet to see anything from them. I'm surprised that we have yet to see Yoshi. Yoshi is a really good character, being able to have very well aerials, very well ground game. I feel like, which is actually I feel like really good against most of our characters, which I'm still very surprised that we have yet to see him at all.
Yeah, definitely. I again, Ball State kind of go for the unpredictability here. We're kind of getting ready to kind of watch what uh, Yoshi is going to happen, but maybe they don't won't have Yoshi even come out this game. It's I mean something that we just kind of have to wait and see and bide our time. But I mean, they still have two players. Maybe they'll have to have a green spiral come out, and then maybe we'll see the Yoshi player who will try to kind of close out against the rest of Miami's team.
Yeah, definitely. But with the arena closed, we are going to have to create another arena. So this would probably be a good time for a break, I feel like. When we come back, we will be going back into Lunar Steve, and we have yet to get confirmation of who Ball State is playing, but it will be 11-6 with Miami up by 5 stocks. Oh. Welcome back, and I know you're as confused as I am, but apparently we have ACP going, who was previously the Lucas, going as Dr. Mario. And I feel like at this point we could probably just hit the random button on who we're trying to guess for because I don't think we're going to get anything else right.
Yeah, I definitely. Well, no, it's gonna be the next stock we're gonna see from Ball State. It's definitely gonna be someone we've seen before. It's uh, gonna be Green Spiral on Pac-Man. But no, I mean, already going into this great game. I mean, Lunar's already racking up a lot of points, hitting them with the great Anvil placement. I mean, that is something that is definitely not the easiest thing to do. And already setting up Dr. Mario to 100%. Yeah, it's going to be very hard for Dr. Mario to kind of see what they're going to do here. But already closing that gap, making it 2-2. Now, I mean, we do have Lunar who does have a little bit of damage marked on them, but I mean, nothing too bad that they can't deal with.
Yeah. With Dr. Mario, while Dr. Mario does have a powerful kit and good aerials, the problem is that Dr. Mario's recovering game is really hard to recover with. So all it takes is just one good hit off stage, and Dr. Mario is pretty much considered dead at this point. But we do seem to be having some issues with the stream, so we will try our best to be commentating.
And also just kind of watching how a lot of Dr. Mario's projectiles aren't really able to kind of get through any of the blocks, even the dirt blocks. Definitely making that a lot better for Lunar, who is kind of able to play as a little bit of a slower game here, actually. So just watching what they're going to be doing and being ready for really anything, and also going up to those diamond tools is going to be huge for them.
Yeah, but as we just see there, like Dr. Mario just does not have the best recovery, and with blocks being able to be a big factor in how Dr. Mario is able to recover, it's a really hard matchup. But we are going to be going to an even stock, even percent situation.
And I mean, we already see that Lunar is able to get diamond weapons right off the bat. I mean, those are going to be doing great amounts of damage. I mean, setting it up so that Dr. Mario ACP is going to be needing to do a lot more damage and definitely needing to make sure they take control of this game here. But I mean, keeping it about equal is definitely going to be helping that out by keeping the Dr. Mario in game, keeping it, making sure that Ball State is not quite out yet, and also making it that Lunar is only on one stock is going to be huge to see that Ball State is going to. They really need to take out Lunar here to have really any signs of life.
Yeah, definitely. While Lunar is at one stock, if you let Lunar go to the next game, that's a very hard task to just even get rid of Lunar's one stock. So Ball State definitely needs to try to take a stock from Lunar, but it is a really hard uphill battle for Ball State right now with only at 4 stocks right now. But what they just got to be able to do is watch, but sadly for Ball State, they will not be able to take a stock from Lunar, and they will be going to their last 3 stocks of possibly today.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a great spot for Miami to be in now. You're still on your first player, even though they're at one stock, but you're getting the information of Ball State's next character. Because between these matches, once you've locked in a character, you've locked in a character. So, prediction time. I'm predicting that we're going to be seeing Skittle, and it's going to be
Maybe Pac-Man, hopefully, or we're just gonna
I
get
don't know.
we're just gonna get a random character that we had no information about.
No, I'm going Skittle on Duck Hunt. We haven't seen it. It is not in our notes. It's not in anything that we've looked at. But I'm thinking. I feel the vibe. I feel like it's gonna be Skittle on Duck Hunt.
He is definitely joking. What do you mean? It's gonna be Green Spiral on Ganondorf.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely out of all the teams that Miami has played against, they're definitely really unpredictable about who they're going to play or even what character they're going to play.
Mm-hmm.
If I actually had to make an educated guess, I feel like Green Spiral did really well with Pac-Man against us. So I feel like the best situation for Ball State is to try to get what the run that they had with Pac-Man again.
Yeah, that's definitely what I would expect. But if there's one thing I learned with this game, it's that what I expect is going to be the farthest thing from the truth. I feel like, um, but yeah, Ball State kind of having that unpredictable idea to try to get like a little bit of a competitive edge is just not working out for them here. And I mean, like I said before, Miami definitely has a great job with coming up against teams who are just trying to be unpredictable. They've seen a lot of different characters. They know how they play. Now, I don't know if they've seen Pac-Man because they seemed a little unsure about it, but it does sound like we're getting Green Spiral on Pac-Man.
We got a prediction right.
I wanted to see Skittle on Duck Hunt.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely my second guess with this team.
Yeah, but I mean, in this case, it's definitely what we expected. I mean, they just really need to make sure Lunar gets knocked out here, and then hopefully that we can see Green Spiral, who's just able to. I mean, it's definitely going to be a tough battle. It's pretty much a 4v1 here. I mean, you're going to have 4 different Miami players, and all of them besides Lunar, even if you get past the Lunar, are going to be at full stock. So it's going to be a very hard battle for Ball State to come back with.
Yeah, but the Pac-Man is a really good character, very unique. I feel like can change up playstyles a lot.
Mhm.
Uh, Fun fact with Fire Hydrant, if he throws his neutral beat into the Fire Hydrant, it for some reason messes with water physics, and the fruit or whatever he'd thrown at it gets launched somewhere. So I would love to see that happen in the game. You're at your last player. Might as well try to do something fun with it, I would feel like.
hmm And I mean, there's going to be a lot of scenarios where Ball State might be checked out at this point. We don't know. I definitely think that they're going to be trying to put in some fights, but this also might be a great learning opportunity for them to, like you said, do something experimental. Because unlike when we started this and they were doing random Smash tournaments where we ran into another college, you're probably 9 times out of 10, if not more than that, just going to be playing against another random person. So by having another college level, and also just a collegiate minded gamer, you're going to be able to kind of do some different studying, doing some different text that you might be trying to work on with an actual team that is going to be incredibly different than just a different player who's playing on their Switch from home.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely a good opportunity for Ball State. Just an
Mhm.
educational one, I would say. They might need to be they need to maybe improve on what they go into with instead of trying to be surprising. Definitely hammer down the fundamentals of the characters they play and how they play. But we are possibly even going to the final match of today against Ball State, with Lunar is going to be on one stock and Pac-Man is going to be on all three. So it's definitely an uphill battle, I would say, at the least.
And also just watching, I mean, waiting for the taunts. Here we go. But watching how Lunar is going to play here, I would like to see a lot more of a kind of a like evolving from what happened last game. But I mean, we see the Pac-Man player, Green Spiral, already doing a lot of damage here. I mean, we see that Lunar is able to kind of respond back to it, but ooh,
I thought the
ooh.
Envo would have worked.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be able to get a kill there, but it looks like they were honestly, out of a little bit of luck, able to kind of dodge that fire hydrant there. I mean, I really thought that was going to hit them, but I mean, yeah, incredibly close. And now their Pac-Man player is going to be able to kind of guard the ledge. But we have Lunar who's able to respond back and make sure to get some great hits and damage on there. Already getting the diamond tools, but it's not going to do anything. And we have Green Spiral keeping all 3 stocks, taking out Lunar. They got past one of them. There's 3 more to go.
Yeah, but they're in the right path. I feel like they're definitely going the right way. Uh, but this is definitely what they need to keep doing. They gotta make sure to take stocks and not lose any. I know that's the fundamentals, but when you think about it on a larger scale. There's so many characters that you have to learn. There's so many, a lot of information that you got to keep. So Pac-Man just needs to be able to adjust to whoever's coming up next that he doesn't know. But we do know, and it is going to be Mendel's Man on Iggy, or also known as Bowser Jr.
Which, I mean, watching Mendel's playing Bowser Jr., it's a treat, honestly. Um, they had a great game 2 matches ago, correct?
No, it was last
Or
night.
two streams ago.
Yeah, 2 streams ago.
Where they were able to have a great game where they basically two stocked an entire team. They only lost 2 stocks to the entirety, all 4 players, which was great. Kind of outshined by Jam, who was able to just take 1 stock away from them and take out the whole team. But definitely watching what Mendel's Man can do is incredible.
Yeah, Mendel's Man is definitely gonna. I feel like gonna be playing more aggressive with
Mhm.
Cart, trying to start combos, trying to finish just this match off in general. We do have 3 players, so I would not be surprised if we see a lot of maybe risky plays to just finish it off. But I feel like as long as we have this lead, that I feel like we already have the momentum. It's like a wrecking ball. It's gonna crash through already.
Mhm. And just watching, I mean, Ball State, again, Green Spiral definitely looking like one of their MVPs for tonight, doing a lot of great work. Um, I mean, what they were able to take out Lunar Stock pretty quickly, whereas the rest of their team struggled to take out the stock or struggled to even compete against them, and only one of them were able to take out, or two of them were able to take out some of the Lunar Stocks. But just watching that, I mean, difference. But yeah, it's going to be, like we said, a very heavy uphill climb for here. Um, but Green Spiral, Pac Man, I mean, they definitely have their Pac-Man player down. I definitely think that the Brawler might be there for a little bit of a misdirection, but their Pac-Man is very on point. It's very good. They do a great job at their Pac-Man, and a great job also on beating other characters.
Yeah, definitely. But with Mendel's Man going in, some things to watch out. I feel like we definitely still need to watch out for the bell, watch out for
Mhm.
all of the lagless aerials. I feel like Pac-Man has. Pac-Man is just an overall a really good fighter in all situations. But before we can get into the match, we are going to take a short break until the match is ready to go.
And we are back again. For those at home who missed us during the break, we are on Mindle's Man, who's on Bowser Jr. or Iggy, and we have Green Spirit on Pac-Man with Ball State. So it's already going to be a very early game. We're going to be seeing a lot of damage here, but well, actually not a lot of damage. Sorry. But we're going to be having Pac-Man, already starting off very strong, but we're going to see our Bowser Jr., we're going to see Mindle's Man kind of doing a great responding tactic here. Already making sure that they're going to be leaving up a lot of room, making sure that they're going to be doing, going for those big damage boosts, try to just finish this game out as quick as possible.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that's what we're trying to do. Trying to finish this out as soon as possible. Don't want to go on any longer. Don't want to make another arena, man. That would suck. But Mindle's Man, I feel like, is doing good. I feel like what could improve is I feel like he's been taking a lot of percent overall. But it doesn't matter in the long run since we are up 9-3 stocks. I feel like that's really important.
And also, great job with Mindle's Man kind of making that shot go towards the fire hydrant, who's then able to kind of try to hit Pac-Man with it. That's something that both players are able to take control of very readily, is actually that fire hydrant, because once it's down, it's not very stable. It can easily be taken out a little bit, but that's already going to be one stock. Ball State down to 2 stocks now. It's going to be risky now. We do see Mindle's Man, who's at a very low, very high percentage, so it might be get something here.
Yeah, but we're definitely going in the right way, trying to finish this as fast as possible. We see that we have been able to actually, while Pac-Man does have a varying recovery, we were able to read what he was able to do, which I feel like we just need to just keep being able to do that. Watch what Pac-Man is doing, because it's actually very important. Because Pac-Man can just rack up damage and kill fast.
And like we're seeing here, racking up the damage. That was already a very quick match, and already getting back up to a very high very high percentage. Well, not very high, but high in the amount of time. But that was a very close kill for Mindle's Man. And Mindle's Man is just going to try to do it again. Wasn't able to get a great kill, and kind of misses the drill edge guard. But,
there's the roll read, and it looks like Ball State might be on their final stock of tonight. Also, an interesting fact that I saw is that while the Mecha Koopa is on the ground, that it can be affected by water. So if anyone happened to hear me slight laugh when I saw the Mecha Koopa just go flying across the screen, sorry, I found that very funny. But overall, back to gameplay, we are going to be in an even stock situation with Pac-Man on 1 and Mindle's Man on 1.
But again, Miami has another two players here. And also, what we've seen with Mindle's Man is they're able to get some great combos off, and making sure that they keep up this damage, keep up this train of just endless barrages, and they're going to be able to kind of finish this out here. So watching, it's going to be very dependent on what Mindle's Man is going to do here. Both of them pretty close percentage-wise. It's been a very close game in this final stock for both of them. But Mindle's Man needs to get a great hit there. Honestly, if that fire hydrant hit, I think that might have been it.
Yeah, definitely. With both at very high stock percent, it's really like tongue-biting to watch with how close it can get to. But with both characters at high percents, all we need is a jab, and there's going to be a kill, with Miami University going to be taking it against Ball State with 7 stocks left, which is a really good. I felt like that was a really good match. Just Miami always in the positive. I feel like never getting down in situations, always being able to take advantage of what they were doing.
And, Miami did have a pretty good lead for most parts. Ball State in the first game did have a lead, having 7 stocks over Miami's 6. But, Miami was easily able to just take that back quickly and, with a devastating blow. Only losing 2 more stocks in comparison to their 7 from the first game. But, yeah, Miami looking like a very fleshed out team. Sadly for Ball State, it looks like that's going to be another loss on the record. So looking a little rough for them, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yep. And today we do have it is going to be a double header. Would you like to go back into that?
Yeah, we're having a double header here soon. Again, it's Western Michigan University. I know this last one was relatively long, so hopefully Miami's players are going to be able to kind of be very warmed up from this, used to longer matches, and able to kind of be ready to go into the next game against Western Michigan.
Yeah. But while we go to break, I would like to thank you for coming out to watch today. I'm Keegan Logic Clapp.
And I'm Jacob Chewy Gundrum.
And we hope you have a great rest of your guys' day.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Alex, trying to Nix,
I am Ivy Pandora.
and welcome to Miami Red versus Western Michigan. This should be a pretty good game today. Both teams are either 3-3 and 4-2 right now.
Yes.
Even though I think Western Michigan had a bye at one point, so they're kind of 4-3, but
Yeah.
it's fine, right? Notably, these two teams are doing pretty well, if not pretty amazing, actually, with how
Yeah.
they're playing right now. What kind of games have they been having so far?
So I know that I think the key difference between these two teams and what we're going to see tonight is that Miami does sort of like have an edge because Western Michigan went 1-2 with Central, and Miami, I'm pretty sure, went 2-0. So if having that sort of difference and just like even if it's just a game, having that like sort of edge, if this were like a seeded bracket, we would sort of have that kind of predicted to like be over. But I still think given these scores, like this is Miami is like one loss away from this being an even. So I still think it'll be pretty good. But I know also there's a Greninja on their team, and notably Miami does struggle against Greninjas. So we'll see our answer to that. We'll see if Miami's improved any against Greninjas. Because I know that is sort of like our Achilles heel, especially when it comes to not even just matchups, but like everyone on the team is just like, oh, it's Greninja.
I'm scared of Greninjas too. But this isn't our first game today. We do have a little bit of practice against Ball State, which had a little bit of connectivity issues. Only a minor 5 disconnections.
A little
right?
bit.
Only,
And
only
a few
little
home
bit.
screens.
just a couple of technical difficulties. But we were able to, I guess, lock back in after those technical difficulties in game 2 and kind of had a 9 stock differential on Lunar alone. And Mindelsman came in to clean up, right?
That's like
Clean
pretty.
game.
That's pretty like what iconic because like Lunar like doing really good is not new, and then Middlesman doing a really good cleanup is also not new. So it was definitely a very good match for us for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, we should be getting a lobby set up shortly, but we can yap at you guys for a little bit longer. What did you do over fall break?
I actually went to I was I was about to be like, well, Shrine, tell me about 2XKO, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that.
I just went to Cincinnati and hung out with my friend there, and we just kind of like, I don't know, I just chilled out because I did a lot of work also like before I went to her house. I was like, I'm gonna get some schoolwork done. Student first, as they say.
I wish I was that responsible.
Yeah, true. I feel like that's like a once in a lifetime thing for me because I'm like, okay, well, like I got everything done early now, so then I can like chill out until something's due tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
But tell me about 2XKO over to fall break.
Well, similarly to the Smash Club, there's another club on this campus called the Fighters Guild. It's jokingly called the Street Fighter Club because, boy, do we play a lot of Street Fighter. But over the weekend, we had the Red Hawk Rumble 2, featuring games like Guilty Gear Strive with a grand total of 3 people showing up, 2XKO with a grand total of 12 people showing up, and Street Fighter, surprisingly, to no one, having, I think, 20-something, 22? Yep.
I actually wasn't aware of those numbers.
Yeah,
we love Street Fighter.
We love
Street Fighter.
But yeah, we had a good couple games. We will be going to match here in a little bit, with Lunar going up first and going against a Mario.
Wow. Okay. Having this stage also looking here is going to be PS2 for Mario. A little huge. Mario doesn't. Okay, I'll be honest. Mario combos are a little fake sometimes. I've seen a lot of people live really extended, like very long Mario combos. It's like, oh, it's so hype, and then they don't die. So, I do think that's going to be like. Hopefully, PS2 will help mitigate that factor. Mario versus Steve. I don't know. I don't think that could be great for Mario. I mean, he has cape for like minecart, but
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do once he starts like building blocks.
What do you do against the wall?
Yeah, what do you do against the walls, Mario? Do you, I guess, like nair it?
Maybe. Um, he doesn't have, I guess, down air. Maybe.
Yeah,
Against
because it's a
dirt.
multi-hit.
Against dirt, maybe stone.
Not stone.
Not stone.
No,
Wood?
dude, stone's tough.
maybe?
Even like wood. Like I think it goes dirt, wood, then stone.
Mm,
Wood, I don't even think it does anything against wood. Unless you
yeah.
like focus on one block, and then if you're doing that, you're throwing, because then Lunar's just gonna like back air you or something.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting. That's actually gonna be very fun to watch.
I guess
'cause,
maybe he's
mhm.
got fire. And last I checked, fire beat wood. Kinda. Sometimes.
Okay, wait. Genius idea. What if whenever you use a fire attack on the wood, they are all gone?
All
All of the wood is connected to it because it's like in the game. Whenever the fire
yeah.
spreads,
Yeah.
boom.
And if he uses his water spray on the dirt, it just disappears.
True,
It
because you're
turns
washing
to
it
mud.
away.
Or-
Way genius.
Or it becomes harder to beat, or it becomes harder to mine because now it's a mud block.
Why doesn't Flood insta kill Inkling?
Exactly.
Anyway, we're getting into game one here. We've got the Grapevine. That is actually a really cool looking name. But we're starting out this game with a lot of minecart hits, and we already got the block. And oh my goodness gracious,
There does seem to be a little bit of lag, just judging off of audio.
they're going to hyperspeed. Oh no!
They're
Dude, this might be a
going in.
problem for Lunar. Mario going very fast out of nowhere, looking like Sonic.
I think this is more a problem for Mario.
Oh no! See, look at those combos.
He's coming in.
Ooh, that's
We
okay. That
get
was a
to-
very quick 70% into tap.
Yup. And already on diamond tools. Okay. Look at him. Even a down air can't destroy the dirt in one grab. Even though we get a casual 50, 60,
Ooh,
75% off of one stray hit. My lord, can we get any more frames than 13?
Oh nope, there we go. There's all the frames you need.
There we go.
We're on the
I
ledge
love
here.
Smash Online.
Oh wait, he's gonna die here, and oh never mind. I thought, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that was a very fast F smash. Joe, someone nerf this. This gotta be patched out.
yeah.
I do
Oh,
think.
someone died.
Oh, someone died.
I think
Mario.
Is
It's gotta
this?
be-
Oh,
Wait, you get dragged down.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll do it. We're
Yeah,
coming back. He's still got diamonds, so even if he dies pretty soon here,
No, he just gets it right back.
no, literally,
Get ready for your 40% combo, guys.
at least 40%, which is the crazy part about that.
Did someone just go down? Did I hear cheers?
I think might have.
Oh,
Lunar,
that's someone.
Okay, Lunar definitely died there. I think Lunar was close to dying. We'll see here in a minute.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
You know-
Whiffing that F smash and
This
getting.
is very foreboding whenever we get to Greninja.
Oh no, dude! Greninja's gonna be so quick. Oh no.
That sounds like Mario went down.
Yes. Unless Lunar died
Yep.
in 2 seconds, that F smash is gonna do it.
Yep.
That is going to be a good game and a very fast
Look at him
door
clap.
close. Oh my goodness.
Look at Mario go. Right. He's getting that golf clap in. Do we have a disconnect? Oh, look. It does look like we. Well, it looks like the connection issues will not be limited to game one of last match.
So what'd you think of that game?
I
I
think
thought it was very fast paced.
I think it was the fastest, slowest game we've ever had.
True.
We've seen the slowest, fastest game we've ever had. I think with Isabelle and Sonic, our beloved two
Oh
characters.
yeah. Yeah.
With
yeah.
no stalling techniques we've ever seen. And now we go to a game where we're wondering who goes down.
This
Again.
this was I think this is going to be very new for the meta. I think this is kind of slowing down the game, seeing the game
Yeah.
slower, and then speeding up really quickly out of nowhere for your opponent. Like they're not going to be ready for that. So I think Lunar utilizing that with all those see the F smash at the end there, that was
Yeah,
very pivotal.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
Yeah!
That's how good it is. You
Exactly.
don't even know it's coming.
Lunar's reaction speed is so fast, it just happened.
It just happens.
The
That's how
hitbox
good
comes
speed
out,
is.
the pickaxe doesn't. It's that strong.
It's that strong.
Well, we should be getting a new lobby set up here soon. I guess we could talk a little bit more. Remember that Greninja character we were talking about? on this lovely connection we've got.
Oh no, this is gonna be so funny.
He's up
This is
next.
gonna be good. This is gonna be a good game.
I'm excited to see how this goes. Mostly to see how teleporting Greninja does. Right?
I really hope-
He's already one of the faster guys in there. Right?
True. Wait. So, but like literal teleports because he's got that side B. I really will hope we have like a really slow frame of the startup and out of nowhere,
Boom. He's there.
all the other side of the screen,
It's just
and
a
then
jump scare.
and then Lunar almost dies, but doesn't because his
He placed a block in
SDI is
the right
crazy.
spot.
Yeah, true.
He placed
Yeah,
a
he
block.
texts a block. He
Yeah,
texts
yeah,
a block.
Yeah.
We
He
all
said-
tech there.
He sets up the block while in the middle of that teleport animation because like it's a little reactable.
Yeah, well, just like block and then like up smash.
Yeah.
Like no, not block, but like shield up smash.
He hits
Sorry.
it. He hits the block. Yeah, he doesn't. He hits them as they come out of teleport into the block, into block spike.
It's gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
And here we go. We do see Greninja versus our beloved Lunar. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit better connection because I would like to see what's going on. I think they would like to see what's going on.
I would also. We've got small battlefield. I actually don't even know if that's like anything crazy for anyone. Little small battlefield tends to be a very neutral stage. Don't let anyone tell you PS2 is because it's not.
Yeah, we are going to be getting some better connection in for this game. With, I guess, what is this? A chicken match?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Although it seems that
40%.
Lunar's won it with almost 50.
off of what? Wooden tools and a minecart? Yep.
Yeah, that's Steve for you. Trying to find what to do against this 4% Steve, but already
Is that
getting
high?
diamond at 4%. Yo, you're doomed.
I have this Greninja is struggling to get through the 4 blocks of the floor. I may not be the most knowledgeable Smash player, but I have pressed the jump button before. I believe that might be a bit better of an approach strategy
I think what
than trying to
maybe
break through the 4 blocks.
I think maybe what the strategy here could be to like maybe bait out Lunar and get like a down tilt because I know down tilt is good for comboing.
Yeah.
But what really you need here is just a way to get in. Jump would definitely do it, but yeah, slowly bringing those down. I don't know if that's amazing because you know you can try and bait up smash if you are going above everything. It's not the worst thing in the world.
It looks like a lot of this game is just going to be Greninja trying to find a way to approach and then getting dumpstered by an anvil because
It's
yeah. Have you ever gotten hit in the head by an anvil?
I think if I did, I wouldn't be here to tell you that I did.
He just send his minecart, get right back in it, and then continue rolling.
Yeah, that is a thing he can do. You know what's really funny? If Villager pockets it, that can still happen.
What?
So if you reflect like minecart, or if you have like a pocketed minecart and you release it, Steve can still go back in it, and it'll like force Steve to like ride with it and like roll the other way, and it's very funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think just as awesome as whatever the formation Lunar just made, because that is like buying him a ton of time to mine.
Yeah, like look at the amount of iron he has. And did he just caught himself with blocks. Greninja, you know, I'd be surprised if you told me before this game we had troubles with Greninja, because seemingly all it takes is a little bit of blocks to ruin his day.
Yeah, maybe it was all the practice that we had done throughout the years of having to fight a ton of Greninjas. Definitely, like, I still do think it is sort of our Achilles heel, but definitely super prepared for whatever comes Lunar's way, because that was a super clean setup at ledge there. Holy moly.
Absolutely. Does Greninja get one? Yes, he does. I would say that's pretty good, right? He at least got one stock off of his thing. Every stock off Lunar is an
achievement.
an achievement, honestly.
You get the little Xbox note of ba-ding!
Yeah. And if you win the game, you get like a full plat trophy from, or like a full game completion.
Yeah, no, literally. You 100% Smash Bros after that.
Yep. You got Lunar on Steve. But then you realize you got the DLC of Mindlesman,
Yeah.
Palpa. What is it? Respect?
Yeah, and Jam, yeah, and Klutz.
And
yeah,
Clutch.
you got the whole squad.
entire
Yeah.
gang. Just come back.
Yeah, it's definitely a steep hill to climb. Especially if Lunar is able to get this last stock. I think we're starting to see a little bit of the Greninja troubles because they did start at both of their stocks sort of at evenish percent, but now Lunar is down, trying to like scavenge for materials here. But all the iron blocks is going to make it hard for this Greninja to get in.
That is impossible. That Shuriken, did you see that fully charged or almost fully charged Shuriken go into the iron block and just
It's strong.
nothing?
Yeah, it's strong. Ooh, that was a good catch.
That was a good catch. I guess that's where the struggles for Greninja happens, where he's just so fast that any small misstep can just turn into a stock lead because he's kind of like Sonic in a way, right?
Yeah.
Where he'll poke you, and then you're eventually at 80%, and you make a bad jump. Suddenly, there's a weirdo frog right under you with 2 water knives.
Yeah, it's strange because it's like almost like Fox. You know how like Fox has a lot of moves that sort of explode you out of nowhere. I think it's very similar to that. Oh, and we got low battery.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
unfortunate.
I mean, we've been playing for a while.
It was
know?
it was the battery differential, surely.
That's true. That's why our Wi-Fi was so good.
It was right. It was the battery, right?
Yeah.
Look, we got Mr. Mindelsman himself, with the beef name. We can't forget that, right?
True.
Coming in.
Is there lore to that? The beef?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because
you pointed that out. I'm like, what am I not seeing here?
maybe it was the old
Is he
name.
beefing? Maybe.
Maybe.
I do know. I think Mindels did actually have a tag before this. I don't know what it was, but I know he did
Beef.
have a tag. No, it was not beef.
Aw.
I know it wasn't beef. And if I'm wrong and it was beef, my bad. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't beef.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Mindelsman gets this Greninja
True.
without an issue. He's got 1 stock to deal with, and last I checked, Greninja isn't the heaviest character in the book.
Hear me out. Klutz maybe. Because we're not sending out Jam. Okay, maybe Respect actually because Sonic's fast.
Yeah.
But not Jam or Palpa because Villager Greninja as a Villager player, I can tell you not great. I can't imagine K-Rool Greninjas, not great either.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm sure that's not amazing. But if you have a character that can kind of keep up with Greninja, I feel like Junior's a little bit stubbier than Greninja, so maybe Greninja can like out disjoint Junior.
Yeah.
But I know that perhaps if we get Respect in there, nope. You know what? Don't even listen to me. I'll never doubt you again.
We get the main character, Mindelsman, right? Oh my. You know, actually, I think it was the controller.
Yeah.
Maybe
was a secret new technique. Oh, and now we're going very fast. I cannot wait to see very fast Greninja.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. That was a very short hop, not in the fact that it was a short distance, because
my.
it circumvented in almost no time flat.
And those were not short hops. Those were some pretty fast big hops.
Those are light speed hops.
Iggy going to the NBA? I believe. He got it.
Dude, the Lakers might need to tap into this. LeBron needs to watch out. How will this affect LeBron's legacy?
Certainly negatively, because like you see Iggy on the team, it's over, man.
No,
you
literally.
think anyone's blocking a dunk from Iggy? Nah. He dunks himself, dude.
That's
that
true.
counts for like 3 points at least.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Can we check the rule book on that?
Yeah. We do see some great catches. Did I just see him? Did he catch
Whoa!
that?
And he threw it back. Wait, that was actually really
That
clean.
was awesome.
Yeah,
but we do see the juggles coming out from Mindelsman, trying to get the quick and early stock from Greninja.
Yeah, we definitely do not want to lose a stock here for Mindelsman. I think a clean, almost there. Another clean stock before you lose any would be definitely ideal here.
Yeah. That is a really clean confirm off of the Greninja. All it takes is 1 hit, and Mindelsman sends Greninja to an early grade. Not really. Did he just?
Oh, and he lived that! That is so insane! I think he can still kill it here. Maybe, but like, yep. See, then the mental stun.
Ball.
The mental stun of like, whoa, I almost just died there. I don't know what to do. I'm at ledge. What? And I got back here. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of that wasn't the best outcome for Mindelsman, but it was good enough. We got rid of our arch enemy, Greninja.
True.
On top of Wi-Fi.
True.
Actually, controllers, but like they're the same thing now. Right. But we'll see who comes out next. I am expecting. I am expecting maybe a lighter character or like a heavier character. Yeah, just to probably deal with Middlesman on the Bowser Jr. Not the hardest character to counterpick in the world, not the easiest, certainly not. Just not one of the characters you'll see very often.
Yeah, no, that's super true. I think a lot of Miami characters for both red and white, you have a lot of characters that are like, dude, I've literally never fought this character before. What do I do? And like a lot of schools kind of get held at like a choke point because we've got a lot of wacky characters. And it's funny because, in a lot of tournament settings, it's like, oh, these characters like aren't great, or like, it's they're not generally like as good for like what we call like, oh, this is a bad run character, because you're not going to like your average run of seeing these typically common characters that are good. Your character's not going to do great against. But when you're in cruise, you might as well be like hopping on Elite Smash, because you're seeing so many different characters. And I think it's really unique just to see every school's like just straight up just roster of characters, because you get things like Miami where you've got like Kirby and Villager in the same team, and it's a good team, like a really good team, and it's nuts.
Yeah. Well, this next map, I have no idea. I'm kind of expecting, I'm feeling Hollow Bastion. Kind of. It's a kind of deep cut. Not a deep cut.
Do we know characters yet?
No, but we are going to be seeing Bowser Jr., right?
Yeah, but why would they? If they're picking, I don't know about Hollow. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be really funny. My shot in the dark would be Town and City, because I think it'd be really funny. Also, I'm a big fan of when Mindlesman goes like side B from the other side to the other side, like continuously. That's always my favorite moment from that guy. Yeah, no, literally, he just starts making laps. He's playing Baby Park, but but he's got it. But we got Byleth, so I don't think we're gonna be seeing either of our. Well, maybe
we could see Town.
We could see. Oh, really?
Yeah, we could. Isn't the lower blast zone kind of close? You could spike.
That's true.
Especially
That's true with the uppy.
uppy.
Yeah, I barely see anyone hit those though.
Well, you don't see Byleth in a situation where someone's trying to go off stage to contest, right?
That's true. That's very true. And Bowser Jr. is sort of vulnerable to those sort of like cheese kills.
Yeah.
People will be way too like arrogant about it and be like, oh well, I'm gonna set a ledge and charge a smash attack, and then before you know it, he's like skipping ledge. Now he's behind you and he's gonna hit you with that back air.
Yep.
And back air out of minecart, or not minecart. Steve. Outside of clown cart is so like, it's so powerful. I've seen it kill at like 60.
Yeah.
But we're getting into it. We'll see what they picked. I doubt it's gonna be literally like either of our choices.
If it's Town or Hollow Bastion, I owe me $5. It's Town. Where's the smash?
That's Smash.
Oh man.
You saw Animal Crossing, like, oh, yo.
Yeah.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense for Byleth, because Byleth side B kills very early, and if you have a stage like Smashville with those sides, it's going to be very dangerous for Junior.
Yep.
But this also gives Mindlesman less space, but I think that's good, because now you can rush down and do that, like, way more.
Yeah. It also could be more of a downside for Iggy. Just look how much more space Bowser Jr. takes on this stage compared to Byleth. Incredibly difficult for them to just not get hit, honestly.
Yeah, true.
But we are going to be seeing some minor, not exactly zoning patterns, but a little bit of extra goofiness that Iggy does with Koopa bombs. Did that just go off the edge?
Yeah, somehow. We got an early stock here. Well, not early, but like time-wise, like, whoa, that was under a minute. And we've got
a parry on the Koopa bomb.
Yeah, that was very nice.
It was. Honestly, it's a battle of who gets the first hit on this second stock for each player. We do see Violet. That was a perfect. That was a sweet spot, was it not?
Yeah, it was, and it was a very good waiting. Holy moly, I just wasn't ready for that to hit. That was a very good call out to get that air dodge. Wow.
Yeah. We are kind of seeing this weird little dance of where each player is trying to get their aerials off and getting enough hits to where they can get the hits done and all of the little extra hits they need for whatever high damaging combo they can get.
Yeah, neither of them are playing grounded like at all, and it's just like leading to these air combos that are just like demolishing each other. I think earlier you said like it just like it depends on who gets first hit for this stock, but I think that goes for the entire game, to be honest.
Yeah. We are going to be seeing some quick... Oh, some quick, I wouldn't say, we'll see some quick confirms off of down tilts, grabs, all of the lovely Byleth things, and some parries too. I think it's the, what, second or third one from Byleth this game?
Mm-hmm. It's, and there's a third or fourth for you. I mean, that's just very good. And Minnels is very close to getting hit by a good side B or a confirm or another one of those air dodge reads. If Middlesman can get a few air combos once again with those back airs we were seeing earlier, might be curtains. Like right here. Nice. Uh-oh. Wait. There we go.
It is. We did see Byleth go for the up B spike, though, which, honestly, I would have missed that harder. I would have been way lower before I threw that out. But I also would have died there anyway. I would have died way earlier.
Yeah, I respect it. Because if you hit it, then that's like a whole person you just got out the crew battle.
Yeah.
Like, that's nuts.
Like, that's expert cheese right there. Excellent.
Dude, it would have been so nice. But definitely good for us, the fact that it didn't happen, because then that means we are still up. We've got Middlesman with one last stock. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is their last person also for this game. That or second to last. But we've got Palutena next. That is scary for Junior for sure. Going to be an amazing show by Middlesman if he can pull out a reverse 3-stock here, technically reverse 3-stock, because wow, that is, I know that invincible back air does wonders for that character, and also that side B, I forget what it's called, but I know that can kind of snipe Middlesman while he's trying to like pull the Mario Kart move out. So that side B could definitely get canceled by a few of those moves.
Yeah, notably, Palutena is also one of those characters that can really easily rack up percentages just with a neutral air, if it ever connects. So that's something to be aware of. Honestly, just getting one stock here would be amazing for Middlesman, because that's a whole 6 that we would have up to another 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
That requires each of our other players just to get one stock each, right? Any amount of stocks, any amount of meaningful hits on a character like Palutena and on their last player would be amazing.
No, for sure. Definitely wanting the extra credit for Miami, though. It is all up to Middlesman to close this out and clean it up, as we've seen.
Yep, we'll be going into Kalos, having a little bit of the difficulties of throwing ourselves off as far as we can.
He's too good.
Yeah. Too good at recovering to let himself go down. Right.
Starting this game, Middlesman falling asleep at the wheel a little bit there, falling prone to that dash attack, but nothing after, except for that F smash, is looking a little nasty. Definitely got to get some kind of combo here to start off. There we go.
Really quick 50% coming off of Palutena. Any stray hit can turn into something pretty dangerous for Middlesman, right? All it takes is one bad interaction, and then we go to our next character.
Yeah.
But we are seeing this kind of dance where Middleman is just barely outmaneuvering Palutena,
nice.
racking up all the percents that he was missing from the start of the round.
Yeah, I really like the usage. Again, that invincible back air does wonders, and it's definitely catching Middlesman off guard, but I think Middlesman is starting to get the download here. All it takes is, that jab at that ledge. It's going to get you. We're on Kalos. You're going to die. But Middlesman could bite the dust here. Watch out for that up smash.
Yeah, you wouldn't download an up smash or a back air, would you?
I might.
I'd download one. We will be seeing a bit of a dance, but Middlesman does get the one stock we need. At least one stock, right? Already making it a good enough first last game, honestly.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. I think he gets 2.
You think he gets 2?
Yep.
Of 120?
He totally doesn't die here.
I believe it.
See, boom.
That was
my goat.
That was a great stray.
That was. Ooh, almost got that. Don't get grabbed. Ooh.
That
okay.
Almost killed. Middlesman is playing this so well. I don't think he's gotten hit in how long, right? What, 30, 40 seconds at least?
Yeah, definitely threading the needle here. Just got to get one more. That jab could do it. Oh.
Smashing out of the grab.
Oh, wait, he's got a plan. He's a man with a plan. He's mindling. Hold on.
Manning.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
wrong side, wrong side. He was
Yeah.
doing something, though. I don't know what it was, but he had a plan.
It was cool.
It was neat.
I think he was fishing for the parry, honestly. With how low his shield is, it looks like we will be getting Klutz coming up, right? Or is
I
this?
believe so.
Yeah. We will be getting Klutz coming up here. That means we are seeing an imminent Kirby onto the fray. We'll see if they keep up with the with Kalos. Honestly, I'm expecting more of a battlefield kind of map.
That's interesting. I think a lot of low profiles are going to be seen with Kirby because you've got, that back air, but that back air only covers so much. I think that game was still, even if it wasn't, wasn't able to get that second stock, I still think it was very good for Mendelsman. Again, not getting hit for like 30 seconds, that's huge, especially against Palutena. But that up smash, dude,
Yeah,
don't download it.
I wouldn't download that up.
I don't know. I said I would earlier. I don't know if I would.
I would download it.
Oh,
I'd download the back air though. The back air is pretty good.
no, that back air is pretty good.
Yeah.
I would download that.
Yeah. Just imagine how many characters would be absolutely obscene with that kind of back air. Give Steve
All
that
of them.
back air.
No, give Steve pickaxe, but it has the iframes that Palutena back air does.
Exactly. And the hitbox even larger.
See, why don't they hire us?
Yeah.
This is great. We're working
We have
like
so
some
many
great
good
ideas. I think for this next game, if it's Kirby Palu, there's no way we take him to Smashville, right?
Yeah.
I think we go wait, what if we go Kalos again? That
We
might be
could.
genius. Oh,
We
he's
could.
getting some thoughts out.
Yeah. I'm still
Grr.
expecting the. Oh, it looks like we're staying on the Smashville or going to town.
I think that was Smashville.
Was it?
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'll take it. Right.
Mhm. Hey, I mean, I think he's got it. He's got like 2 stocks to take.
Yeah, I believe in Klutz. You know what? Klutz is my goat this game. Lunar, you have to take a seat.
Hey.
Middlesman, take a seat.
Hey, they're all
Klutz,
my goats.
It's my goat.
Hey, they're all my goats, if you ask me. Yeah, we were going to Smashville. I sincerely don't know the thought behind this. I guess we'll have to see Klutz's genius here. Can't low profile that one.
We're already seeing some. Was that a forward air into a standing grab?
Yeah, Kirby has those sort of drag down combos that are very scary. I remember, I think last time I was on the mic, I was like, oh, how is Klutz gonna get in now? And then the Klutz sort of just like grabbed into fair into spike 2 times, and it was like, holy.
Yeah. We are seeing a bit of a difficult start for Klutz into this Palutena, but I don't blame him. He is just getting kind of lasered while he's trying to approach, which makes it a bit difficult, but he is getting some meaningful percentages off with down airs. Just amazing predictions.
When you have this sort of stubby character, what really matters is the fact that Kirby is hard to hit, and it is sort of scary, especially whenever this super hard to hit character can just run up on you and hit things like ledge trumps into back airs, and then now you're on your last stock. Very scary.
Yeah. I wonder if we've ever seen someone get eaten by Kirby and then thrown off the ledge. Right? Kirby jumping off. Maybe if we ever see another Little Mac, we'll see
Maybe.
the ultimate Kirby tech.
I don't think Klutz is the type of person to do that because, not against Palu anyway. Just because he is a big favor on sort of edge guards that sort of go something like, oh, never mind, I thought he was going to do something. I'm like, oh, sort of something like this. And it would have been really crazy and hype, but then it didn't happen and he died. But it's okay because now he's got another chance to make this happen as we come near the end of game 1, unless this 6-stock sweep does come to fruition. But at 90%, it's going to be a little scary.
Yeah. We are seeing Kirby slowly but surely rack up all the percent they need to just absolutely send Palutena right back to the realm she's from.
Yeah, she's out of there.
Yeah.
She's absolutely out of there. Those confirms are so clean. That's going to be game 1 for Miami. What do you think is going to change for game 2?
Honestly, I wouldn't expect much to change for Miami. Maybe we send out Mendelsman a little later. Give other players Respect, Jam, and Palpa a little bit of time to shine in this first match. It did look like those characters might be a little better than what we saw today.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if they bring out Palpa just because I'm pretty sure from what characters I've been seeing from this so far, the only one I would sort of maybe consider to bring out against would be Byleth, because Greninja, Palu, that's not amazing. And I sort of think maybe Palpa is just sort of on the back burner here. They usually also run Palpa for an anchor of sorts, being a sort of last line of defense and a almost like a. I'm pretty sure uh, Palpa had asked me about the term like a shock collar. So if they're getting way too like momentum heavy, way too comfortable with how they're playing, if you send in Palpa, it's sort of like Villager's a very puzzle character. You've got Lloyd's, and then you have to jump over it, and then you get hit by Fair, and if you don't jump over it, you're going to get grabbed.
Yeah.
And if you don't roll that, then you're going to get grabbed. But even if you roll it, he's going to turn around and hit a move, and it's a puzzle. And if you don't solve it, you're going to die. And I think for a lot of characters and a lot of players, sometimes it can be very daunting.
Yeah. Honestly, I think we send out a new person on first. Right? I think we save Lunar for the Greninja, because that Greninja struggled a little bit with the Steve, and I mean not just a little, a lot of it, because it was incredibly difficult for them to get in. It's even through dirt, right?
Yeah.
Incredibly difficult to deal with the blocks. No matter how hard you could jump over them, I guess Greninja doesn't have enough tools to properly get in on Steve if he can't get on from the ground.
I think what also was a good factor for that was that weird snake maneuver Lunar did with the blocks, because there was like 2 here and then 2 up there and then 2 here, and it really looked like Lunar was just looking up a YouTube tutorial on how to make like pixel art for like a character in Minecraft, because that was a very specific but very good placement, because then they're gonna spend all this time taking that down, and if they're not thinking like, I want to get up on this top platform and try to get it down from below, which is always sort of scary, because again, you've got up smash, and I don't know how much Greninja really has other than when it comes to falling down safely, other than like maybe Nair, especially on Steve. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a very good idea if they do save Lunar, but I think they send out Respect first, because a lot of these characters, it's Sonic, but I think Respect has got what it takes, especially against Byleth for sure. Palutena, you can sort of keep up with those, like a lot of those projectiles. Sonic can sometimes just be like go through the auto aim.
Yeah.
By being too fast. We saw Klutz try to like crouch below the auto aim, didn't work out.
Yeah.
So something like that might happen.
And we might have seen Klutz actually do jump through some of the lasers just in time, right, to get either a forward air or a neutral air while approaching, which opened up a lot of opportunities for Palpa to just kind of grab and then go back into Kirby things, right? Racking up as much percentage and then sending them flying back to the realm they're from.
Yeah, and then they go flying. They definitely go
fly.
flying, because that confirm of that down smash is so good. And if you're in a Kirby combo, sometimes a lot of people like to just air dodge in place. Then you're eating an F smash. Literally, no matter what you do, you're probably going to die if you're in a Klutz combo, especially if you're a high percent. So I'm not shocked.
Which it's really easy to get on Kirby, right?
If you're Klutz, you're gonna hit those. But I do think sometimes Kirby can be sort of hard, depending on if the people know. But it looks like we're gonna be sending Lunar in, and we've got PS2, and we've got Byleth again.
We are seeing that a little bit of lag at the start and the speed up to catch up, but it looks like we will be okay for the rest of the round.
Nice
I hope I don't eat my words. Byleth already at 80%, 90% off of what, one ladder combo? Lunar's making it incredibly difficult to get any truly meaningful damage on this Steve, with every single hit from Byleth just ending up in what, 8%, while Lunar's over here getting what, 40 off of one hit.
Yeah, it definitely seems like this doubleheader is definitely like not affecting Lunar in any negative way, because Lunar is certainly on their A game when it comes to ladder combos, and that footstool anvil was very pivotal for that first sort of portion of that stock. Try to get the like set up there with the TNT into like lava, but it sort of missed. A very good threading the needle there. But Steve, so like 500 more things are coming at you. So good luck dealing with those.
Yeah. We are seeing Lunar try to preserve their resources with diamonds and gold, at least, to try and leave more toys to play with if they get sent to a second stock. We do see an unfortunate up smash from Lunar. I imagine that wasn't intentional, or at least trying to predict a jump for this Byleth. Honestly, next hit, it's probably the first stock gone, or one after that, I guess.
Yeah, that was a weak spot. I think next, there we go. Because you have Byleth, which is a character that definitely, if you don't hit those sweet spots, you're not going to be taking stocks because you've got like these moves that low-key like acquire a lot of precision. But that was going to be an unfortunate SD from Lunar. But I think that Diamond now being online is going to be even scarier for Byleth, and it might just be able where Lunar is able to run away with these 2 stocks left if he plays his cards right.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Instant ladder.
Ooh!
That almost killed.
Oh!
And it does anyway. look at Lunar.
He's happy about that one. He is feasting.
Lunar said, "Raw."
The wolf inside him awakened.
He has 2 wolves inside him, and both of them are demanding ladder combos.
PMLG, yes, it is happening. But you've got more combos on the way. I'm saying he's going to run away with the 2 stocks left. I don't think anything else is going to happen. Because
I wouldn't count Byleth out. All it takes is one nasty sweet spot, and Lunar goes flying. But we get our own sweet spot of ourselves right on the slash.
never doubt me. That F smash, it was coming out, and it was gonna kill, and then it did. No matter what, he said something like very last second. That was very funny. Lunar said good morning earlier, by the way.
Did he?
At the very beginning of this, you can look at the chat there. Good morning.
I mean, it's morning. It's morning somewhere in the world. We will be seeing Greninja come in here soon. Trademark, depending on when the lobby wants to load. Right.
Right.
4 maps. Honestly, I do expect them to stay on PS2 or head back to either Smashville or Town. Right. Those have been the more consistent maps for this round, or for this game.
I'm thinking they probably ban Smashville. They probably ban Battlefield, and they'll probably ban Hollow, because I feel like they're going to go small. Because we went small last time, so I think they're definitely very confident about where they want to ban Greninja, and I don't think you want Smashville open.
Yeah.
Sending out Greninja now against Lunar is going to be interesting, because what we had just said earlier. But I think Lunar is going to just kind of repeat history here and be able to sort of clean up that Greninja.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Lunar is gonna do better than history, because he lost. He ended that first Greninja game without taking the 3rd stock.
That's
this
true.
game, we're gonna see Lunar take 19 stocks right here, right now. He's gonna win the next 4 games back to back, right here, right. And by 4 games, I'm not talking these 4 individual rounds of the crew match. I'm talking full-fledged matches, right? I'm talking he's gonna carry us straight to the finals victory.
True. Well, he did just SD, so like.
No. That was intentional. Trust.
I mean, true. Quite literally. Oh no.
We
Going
do-
the hyperspeed.
We are on the final destination, which might make this a little bit more difficult than initially expected for the Greninja. Because like even with platforms, they were finding it incredibly difficult to get to Lunar, right? And already we are seeing the difficulties rise for the Greninja here.
Yeah, I'm certainly surprised that they took like the Greninja. The Greninja took them to FD. I don't know if that's a huge play. I think Greninja wants platforms, I would think. And that footstool anvil is going to be very good. Sort of looking a little even here in terms of percents, but Lunar's going to have to find a stock. I think a Greninja might. Okay, hold on. I think I got
shovel on Final Destination's wooden floor or stone floors.
Yeah, I think it's randomized.
Okay.
Maybe I could be wrong. I know though, Greninja actually might not care about the platforms if it means that Greninja can rush in Steve more. Because now Steve has less to, like, run around. And that might be low-key a little huge. Maybe, you know what? I take back what I said. I'm not... Oh, I was shocked that they took Lunar to FD. But I sort of see the vision now.
Yeah. I think my expectation is they more so swap to FD to kind of support the new playstyle that we're seeing from the Greninja. Especially as last game they were playing a lot more passive into Lunar, right? Making it, or just allowing Lunar to get as many of their toys up as they wanted, right? All the iron in the world, all the little extra bits of stone, all the diamonds that they want, and they already have more diamonds for their last stock, right? At this point, it really is a game of who gets hit next, because one clean hit from a diamond tool is all it'll take for Greninja to go down. And one either up smash or side smash from the Greninja will take out Lunar.
Yeah, we have Lunar kind of struggling to take this first stock here. Sort of starting to see more of why Greninja is a little scary for Miami. But I think if Lunar can find one of those back airs that he is desperately fishing for, it's going to be really good, but not quite. And look at those materials. That's definitely not good for Lunar. These no platforms might be pretty bad. And I think just the speed of Greninja is really getting the Lunar. Because, you know, how are you mining? How are you finding the time to mine? They're not letting you breathe.
Yeah, I think honestly this is a game of who can, like, look, Greninja won't even pass the blocks on the floor, right? If Lunar gets the lights out, he'll be able to craft, he'll be able to mine, he'll be able to do all the things that Steve, from the game that Steve's from. I'm honestly surprised Greninja is surviving as many hits as he is, with how much knockback comes from Diamond Tools on Steve, right?
Yeah, I mean, this Greninja is definitely evading a ton of hits and a lot of whiffs coming from Lunar, but I don't think that's from Lunar's fault. I think that, wow, that weak hit, ooh, I surely thought that would kill. It's just not hitting because this Greninja is super slippery and not letting them get hit by anything foolish. And you know what? I've noticed that they're not contesting. There we go. They're not contesting those blocks as nearly as much as we saw them back in Small Battlefield with that weird snake motion. Not only is Lunar doing that less, but Greninja is almost outright ignoring most blocks here just to go and get Lunar.
What a great parry. Unfortunately, Greninja fell out of the quick combo, right? Honestly, if Lunar gets one more stock here, this would be great. But just being able to get one extra off of their first life is amazing.
Yeah, that down tilt into fair almost killed Lunar there, but luckily an air dodge did come through. But oh, good tech, but I think it might be over. Yep.
Yeah.
Oof, look at those materials. That was very, very well done by Greninja there. Hopefully we send in, I guess, I really think we should probably see Respect next, but I don't know if we will.
We might see Minnow's Man come back out because he did decently well against Greninja last game, right? So we'll see. It doesn't look like we'll be seeing either, actually.
Wait, yes, I was right.
Is this Respect?
This is Respect.
That's our goat.
Donning the Miami shirt.
Donning the Miami shirt and a pink controller. Let's go. 20. We got this. You know what? That gives us infinite confidence right here, right now. If I pulled up with a pink controller to every single event I went in, I would be unstoppable.
True. Tough guys do wear pink.
Yep. But we'll see what happens with this next game. We will be seeing Sonic versus Greninja. I'm honestly expecting a larger map.
Yeah, if they don't ban it.
Yeah. Any of the larger maps will do. Do we know if Lilac Cruise and Yoshi's Story are legal? I'd like to see one of those guys.
No. And keep it that way. No. I remember there was one tournament. Where they allowed Lilac. And this person's like, let's gentlemen the Lilac. And it was like Pyramithra. I'm like, oh, that was really fun. Never again.
Let's bring back Lilac Cruise and Yoshi Story.
There's a very famous clip of the Buzz trying to recover on Lilac, and Rosa just hits the side of it and goes boing! and dies because it's uppy and you're in free fall and you didn't hit ledge because for some reason there's the ledge and then there's like the very like weird angled boxes where they'll be like, oh, you bounce off of it, you're dead. And the stage moves like this. Not the most. That's
when you
dude.
That's when you turn off stage hazards.
Still, look at this. Look at the layout, the mechanics. That stage has got to go. Also, I think there's something sometimes some people also argue for like the background being all space is sometimes a little scary. I do remember actually this is very deep cut, but people almost banned Battlefield and FD just because the effects were too much.
Really?
Yeah. And also, I think that is why a lot of the FD forms and the Battlefield forms for a lot of stages are not legal. Because you can't just like go like, oh, let's go to Battlefield. Okay, let's go to the Great Cave Offensive's Battlefield because it looks cool. You can't do that because there's some that make like things like C4 harder to see. So they're like, yeah, that's a no-go. But it's a cool alternate universe if that did happen, but it didn't.
Well, let's see the Wii Fit stage in FD.
True.
I wouldn't imagine things are harder to see on that stage.
You know what we need to legalize? We need to legalize mementos. We need to legalize the Persona stage. That would be really cool. That stage is awesome.
Yeah, it is, but it's also really hard to see some things on that one.
Yeah, true. But it's got the music and it's got all the things. But we've got Greninja. Oh, another FD match. Uh-oh. Sonic on FD. Strap in, folks. We might be in for a long one.
Oh, well. It's going to be a game of two fast characters trying to play who can hit the first hit the first move, right?
Right.
Honestly, if this was Elite Smash, we might see a timer attempt, right?
Yeah, but we got 10 minutes on the clock. That's not going to happen with respect.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, if he does it, that's going to be kind of huge. The thing is, even though Respect is not going to get any timeouts, Respect is trying to work on patience. And if you say to yourself, okay, I got like 10 minutes to like work with, they're going to eventually get impatient and like not care because it's like, oh, it's all 10 minutes. Being kind of careless with the timer as like a rushdown character and not wanting to get like Sonic like space. If you're Sonic, it's like, all right, well, I mean, I'm not rushing. I got even more time. That means I can make you even more mentally exhausted, and I can tease you with even more springs and edge guard you even crazier. Okay, Respect. Dang.
What a wonderful back air off of Respect. Would I call that a little bit BM? No, because I call the spring to set that up more BM than the actual back air.
No, that was great.
That was just a wonderfully set up edge guard for Respect. We will be seeing Greninja starting to get a meaningful amount of percent on Sonic, but really all it takes is just a decent hit and you'll be up at 70% in no time.
Yeah, we've got a 99% Respect on a 31% Greninja, and I don't know if this Greninja really knows what to do. They sort of, figured out how Lunar works, but they've never seen Respect before, and this is kind of freaking them out, as you can kind of see. A lot of random moves being brought out here, but Respect kind of stalling about over there, but yeah, like I said, he's got like, 8 minutes now to work with, and he just does not care. He'll be sending all he wants. Until you approach and you mess up, he doesn't care.
He got time. Right. You're the one at a lower stock than he is, right? And all it takes is one stock lead to snowball one of these crew battles, right? What a water shuriken from our Greninja though. That could have been kind of devastating if that hit any lower, right?
No, super true. That OP did sort of save. Okay, not save, but did help Respect recover because Sonic's recovery is still really nuts. We've got super high percent Respect, but this Greninja low-key about to die, I think.
Yeah. At this point, it is one good hit for both players to get this next stock. Unfortunately, Greninja's at just slightly too high of a percent for that to properly combo and end the round or in this round, right?
Ooh, watch out for the water shuriken, and we might be seeing the game end here.
Oh, I would have loved to see the spring. Is he going for the spring kill? I would like to see that.
I don't think it'll kill Raw, but it'd be really funny if he tries.
Yeah. Just imagine
Oh.
Slowly but surely getting Grin Ninja to 999% just to kill with a spring. That killed?
I mean, yeah, they're almost at like 200. That makes sense.
My lord.
I will say that was a little sloppy cleanup there by Respect, because that game should have ended probably a little while ago, considering the percents of both of those characters, because you sort of lost a stock because you weren't able to get that last hit in, and being able to take them right after is nice. Glad it didn't snowball anything worse, but there's definitely much to desire from that match. But I still think, Greninja's gone, so the rest of this should be a sort of a downhill ride for Miami in the fun way.
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, we got two of the more problematic players out of the way, with the Byleth being able to get a few stocks off of Middlesman, I believe, last game, and the Greninja, one of the characters just Miami struggles with. We did a lot better than what I imagined we've done in the past against Greninja, but still could be a little better. But we're improving. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna make I really wish they brought out like Mario. You know how many jokes you can make with Mario versus Sonic, but I don't think it's gonna happen, because why would you send in that character against Sonic? I think we'll probably maybe see Palu, maybe see. I forget who else they have, but I know we can't see Byleth because Byleth is gone, Greninja's gone. But from who we've seen so far, we've got Mario and we've got Palu. And if I had to choose from between those two, it's definitely the Palu. Respect's definitely got it though. I think Respect can sort of hold on to that lead that he's made up for himself, a little home, this 10-minute home for himself, because people don't want to wait 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And
I don't want to wait 10 minutes.
You don't know how to stop Sonic's spin dash, so you sort of just get hit. And that happened. That snowballed so insane against that Greninja.
Yeah. Honestly, we could, out of the two, I would agree Palutena is the most likely to come out, but it would be objectively funnier for Mario to come out, when we will be seeing Mario come out for this upcoming cage fight for the Olympics, right?
I wanted to do that. You stole my bit.
We're going to the Olympics, everybody.
Yeah.
We're going to the Olympics.
Maybe we'll see a tennis match, right? Same difference.
It's about to be 20 billion love.
Yeah.
For Miami.
Yeah. We'll see if Mario pulls out the canonical Thanos racket, right?
What?
In one of the more recent
yeah.
Mario Tennis games, there was a golden racket that was super, super strong, right?
Why'd they do that?
And I think it got powered up depending on which areas the villain took it. So it was quite literally the Thanos racket.
Okay.
Oh. The Infinity racket.
Interesting. Cool, I guess.
One perfect strike and half the population's gone.
Why don't they give it to Mario? Dude, the game would go viral.
Because he's supposed to make his own racket and then steal the power, like the Chaos Emeralds, and then say, "I am Mario from Super Nintendo," and then restore half of the population while Waluigi gets dusted into the abyss, and that's why he's in Smash. Right?
I can't tell if was that a whole bit, or was that like lore? I've never played the tennis games. You could just be like gaslighting me right now.
The racket is real.
Okay, the racket is real. All that you said.
Is real.
Okay, because I'm like, okay, so Mario picked up the racket and had to announce it. Okay, imagine a Mario game where it's like, I am Mario.
Just
dude,
imagine,
that does numbers.
Imagine an endgame parody in Mario Tennis. That would be the best Mario game of all time. Honestly, take a step back. We have endgame tennis. Tell me how many other companies can say we took our mascot and replaced Thanos with a purple Linky man?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Okay, but Mario versus Sonic. We're going to the Olympics. We're going to Hollow Bastion. This is going to be a match of all time. Okay, that might be a Luigi.
Dude,
he's Green Mario.
No, that's Green Mario. Luigi's a different guy. He's like lime green
Oh.
Mario. That's just green Mario.
Like how Zelda is like the guy with the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But you gotta make the difference between dress Zelda and then guy with sword Zelda. Because guy with sword Zelda has like a short version that I think is supposed to be younger, but nah. I think that one's just Zelda with dwarfism, right?
Okay.
What else are you supposed to describe it as?
Call it younger.
Younger? Nah. I don't think that one's younger. I think that one's older than Zelda. Honestly,
So
have you seen him? Bro's been through
So-
like 14 midlife crises.
So this game, right? You know, we got 53%. I mean, we got like all the time in the world to like make our funny bits, but at the same time, you know, Hollow Bastion, you're running after Sonic this entire game. If you're Mario, what are you gonna do? Run up with Fireball? Spin Dash is probably going through that if I had a good guess. Okay, are you trying to reflect spring right now? Because you know that's not a thing you can do, right?
You can't?
No,
Okay.
pretty sure
Imagine
you
if you
can.
could.
I mean, I know you can't pocket spring. You can't pocket spring if you're Villager. I can't imagine you can reflect it if you're Mario. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's a kind of silly idea. See, that Fireball missed, and now you're off stage. And I think this is going to. Oh, whoa, that's
Purple
scooped.
coins.
That's scooped.
Purple like Waluigi? Waluigi
Wait.
next character?
Just confirmed. Wait, and look at the alt. It's got. Okay, that's more like pink, but imagine it's purple.
Well, like the quills are kind of purple. They're like lavender.
That's true. That's
Right.
true.
We will be seeing Respect getting a few good hits in. All it really takes is one great smash attack or even a spin dash even to
Yeah.
get this first stock, and it will go straight to Respect off the back air.
I am 100% certain these two characters are fighting to see whose racing game is better.
I
You
think
know-
Sonic's winning.
Sonic would be winning if that game didn't cost how it did. It used to be like, what, 40? But hey, I mean,
I thought it was
Sonic-
like 60.
I don't know. I know it changed. And I know Sonic might be able to sort of, like, definitely set that in stone because we've got Respect as Sonic. And that's not just any Sonic. That is the Sonic.
If I wanted anyone to be the Sega mascot, I want Respect to be the Sega mascot.
I'm saying they should make Respect games
Yeah.
instead of Sonic games.
Yeah.
I don't care about Sonic like getting a revival. I don't care about Sega being back. I need Respect. I need Respect games now.
Yeah. Get it to me, Sega. That's what I want. And if Nintendo makes it, we call it like copyright or something. Right? We'll send the Respect ninjas, or like Respect warriors. What do we call the lawyers for Respect's game?
Miami University.
Miami University. Yeah.
We all will fight for Respect.
What
But
are they
Respect
doing?
is fighting for us right now. Getting Mario at 85, you kind of died to like a good back air at that ledge. Definitely, probably not dying anytime soon, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, you're at 144, which is oh so scary. But you know, it's
Oh.
Mario.
Ooh,
Try to
nice
ledge
smash.
chomp. You know what? I respect it. Trying to do the kablamo there at the side of the stage, but nothing's quite gonna kill. If you're Mario, you definitely want something hitting, and that up smash is gonna do it. Definitely not anticlimactic whatsoever because that up smash is super meaty and definitely feels really good to hit. But it's gonna feel even better to hit if we can get a kill here for Respect and just make this hill just a little bit steeper and a little bit harder to climb for Western Michigan.
Every stock that Western Michigan loses is just one too close to, or one more too close to comfort, right? They're on their last two players, while Miami has another two after Respect, right? And he's just kind of hanging out, getting all the damage he needs, right? All it takes is one back air, and Mario's gone. One smash attack, Mario's gone. You sneeze at Mario the right way, he's gone, right?
That's just kind of how it goes. It's kind of how this matchup goes for real. And ooh, nice homing attack, sort of dodging what Mario's dishing out at you. Oh, try to get a 2-frame. A little too far away, but okay. He hit the kablamo, bro. He hit it.
Yeah, for every punch to Mario's nose is plus 1/2 of a Chaos Emerald, right? So as soon as he gets this next punch to Mario straight in the nose, it's a Chaos Emerald. It's over, right? That's one Infinity Stone.
Okay, so Spin Dash does actually canceled out by a Fireballs, which I think is sort of interesting. Oh,
We are seeing a Mario.
Wait.
ladder. Does
Yep,
that
see?
kill?
Nope, see? So I said this at the beginning. Fakest combos in the world. It's just never killing you. They could be super elaborate, could be super cool, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. You know what combos are real? Sonics. Because I feel like if Respect's hitting a combo or two here in a minute, it's going to be a little lethal because it is Mario. I think off stage, this matchup might be a little scary. But I mean, we're seeing a lot of neutral here. Maybe it won't be as much as I had hoped it to be. But oh, we almost got a fair there. Interesting F smash, but it could close out any second now.
Yeah. We are seeing Sonic play a little bit passive, especially with how high of a percentage he's at. It really does take one Mario hit or one decent shot from Mario, and it's just kind of over. We do see a quick punish on the missing grab, and unfortunately it doesn't lead. Oh.
And Respect doing the masterful play. Why don't more Sonics do this?
Hey, I saw the vision. I saw what he wanted to do. He wanted to cancel that dive kick into either an up special or a jump just to get back to stage. And honestly, if he did it, it would have been peak.
See, thing is, he didn't have a jump.
He didn't?
That's why he couldn't cancel it.
Oh.
Because he jumped out after being like, oh, I'm alive. All right, I'm going to jump away. And then he down aired. And it was like, oops. I do say, I think that was definitely super good for living. And then he sort of died. I wouldn't say it's super wasted potential because that was super, really good extra credit. Western Michigan is almost on their last person, and we're on a smooth 2-stock lead here, and we're sending in Palpa.
The villager, right?
Yes.
I'm super excited. We will see the dot name coming out, right?
Are we just gonna ignore the characters? He just selected Wolf, and Wario. He's definitely going those characters, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Have you seen the waft combos? They go card.
From
They go
Palpa, no.
I have. It hurt my soul.
No.
But it still beat me.
No.
It still beat me. I believe it.
I got hit by AJ's Wario. I was trying to play Pichu, and then I got farted on. So it's that character. I wish Pichu was better.
You mean you wish Pichu was like launch?
No, I just kind of wish Pichu wasn't bigger than Pikachu.
Pichu's bigger than Pikachu.
Hitbox wise, yeah. I mean, hurtbox wise, yeah. And as you know, Pichu has the worst ledge hang in the game.
Does?
Yeah. Because Pichu holds like right here, and because their head is like super massive, they go like, oh, and then they like peek their head over, and it's like so easy to hit them. Easiest 2-frame and easiest ledge hang, and it's not great. There's a lot of factors that make Pichu like super not great. Low key, in my opinion, they never should have nerfed him. That aside,
just making the player base get good, right?
True. Well, I mean, there is a really good Pichu. Yoni P is a goat, but I will say, I think we've got a interesting match because you've got Villager versus like Mario. That's not awful, actually. You know what? I agree with that because I think Mario's the only character when it comes to characters. Mario's the only I would send in like confidently because you have the option of a sort of really not amazingly easy edge guard, but a good enough one to where you can just sort of like handle it off stage. There is cape, but you can sort of bait that out pretty easily, especially with the sort of capabilities of just sort of like standing there. You just need to be really conscious. I think Tree is going to help a lot. There's a lot of area of denial you can do with Tree versus Mario. Mario is also, Villager's like Loki, kind of a hard character to combo. So you can sort of narrow out a combo sometimes. You can sort of like just get out of there. Lloyd air stalling is going to be huge. And I think it might trip up Mario. I think it's going to do it. I believe in it. Unless it's not Villager. Okay, it is Villager. It's not Wario.
I would have loved to see Wolf come out.
True.
Yeah. We'll see the hit Palpa Wolf.
FT.
We will be going to Final Destination for this second last game. Palpa, get your butt back there.
Yeah, he's hitting those back airs though.
He is.
Call that the Elam.
He's getting ready for his arrows. Not arrows. What's the little competition where you're trying to hit a bullseye with a slingshot?
Archery. He's practicing on his archery.
Yeah.
I'll try to pocket the reflected. Lloyd, getting 2 Lloyds out at the same time is like really huge, but I don't know if Palpa is going to get that for sure. Because if you're smart with it, I think it might be just a clean sweep too. You don't even have to worry about it. a lot of things that Palpa wants to do is maybe get this stock before he reveals sort of all of his secrets, because sometimes people kind of catch on to what Villager does as they're fighting Villager, and leaving them with the least amount of insight might be really good.
Yeah. For this first match, we are seeing some...
That's gonna be it.
Oh, is that it already?
Yeah.
Right. All it takes is one little burial, and then Villager sends a little rocket up your nose.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't think people are supposed to be getting rockets that close to their face. Right?
Yeah.
And for our final player that we're dealing with right now will be Palutena. We do have Middlesman and Palpa and Klutz.
We got Klutz, Middlesman, and Jam left.
Jam.
If all else fails. But, well, not left, but like out of those three, we can choose one of them. But we do have a very, very bad matchup coming up. It's Palu Villager, and a lot of villagers used to regard it as like the worst matchup until Hero came along, and then Aegis came along. But Palutena is definitely not an easy thing to grasp. But I think Palpa's got it. I think Palpa's definitely got it. And that was a very those sort of illegal fireworks, as you said, up their nose. Those kill for sure very early. And what Palpa's really good at doing sometimes is sort of like punishing the opponent landing with down smash, because having an easy berry into an easy up smash, that's just gonna scrub it up. It's definitely gonna scrub it up.
Definitely one of the probably higher launching options for Villager, especially with how consistent it could be. If I was Villager, I'd take the stop sign from Isabel, because that move's just funnier.
No.
Oh, come on.
Dude, take that up tilt. That up tilt's so broken. If Villager had Isabel up tilt where she goes like this, do you know how insane up tilt into like 3 turn-ups would be? Or axe?
Oh.
Because Isabel only gets 2 every time. If you had 3, that'd be basically a Steve combo. Or an axe would basically be a Steve combo. Up tilt into tree falling, yo. They gotta do it. They gotta remove Isabel and just give Villager Isabel up tilt.
Actually, they don't remove Isabel. They just give Isabel a Doom Slayer like moveset, just to remind the player base of that lovely little crossover that. So it was totally intentional with the release dates of Doom and Animal Crossing.
You know, that bit's been so far of me seeing it that, hold on, really fast Villager. Ooh, wait.
I'm hearing some nairs happen.
Oh, yeah, no, that JoJo Barrage coming in. Yeah, no, that's going to be like 41%. But like that bit, I forgot it was because those games like released at the same time. That's very funny.
It's like Barbenheimer.
Yeah,
Barbenheimer was the second coming of Doom Crossing.
Yeah, true. This Palutena, I don't know how much Villager XP they got, because this isn't looking super great for the Palutena so far.
I would say this isn't even looking.
Yeah, true. I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah. Maybe after this first dock, we'll get blessed by the Nintendo Wi-Fi, and we'll be able to see a little bit less of the Matrix and more of Super Smash Bros.
I mean, I'm seeing Super Smash Bros. It's just very slow.
Yeah. As we go through, we will be seeing. Oh, wow.
Some of the fast juggles. Yo, Palpa's nice with it.
Yeah.
Blink and you'll miss it, literally.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Blink, you'll miss some of the fastest Smash of your life. Right. It does seem like we're back on track for timing. Unfortunately, that up smash does not connect on platform, even though if it was me, I would have said that connected. But Nintendo isn't me.
Yeah, that up air barely reaching, but this has basically just become sort of a normal game because the stakes are pretty high for Western Michigan. But for Miami, a good like sweep here would be nice, because this basically just kind of feels like if you just treat it like a normal 1v1, it is sort of projected like Palpa is going to take this, and that means we're going to take game 2. But, you know, never count Palutena out, especially a character with those sort of things that she does have against Villager, like Reflect and the side B and that back air and the nair and the up air, and I could be going on for ages, but, you know, Palpa's got it unlocked, so I don't think we have much to worry about.
We will be seeing Palutena throw out any projectiles she has available, just to try and get get behind or get in front of the zoning patterns that Villager does have. Every little slingshot, every little rocket, every not so little tree makes it just that much harder for Palutena to get in onto Villager safely, at least.
Speaking of tree, I've seen Palpa use tree a lot to sort of like hang out at ledge because facing Palutena head on is very scary. Having her come to you is super ideal. Like right here, she just sort of like dashed in, and being able to nair her away into almost bowling her to like to close out the game is super nice.
Yeah. We are seeing, I guess, this little dance around ledge right now. We will be seeing both players getting closer to the center of the stage.
Shield break.
Oh,
That's gonna be game. Yep. And GG's.
By the tree.
Nice. I love that shield break, and that also means that we take game 2.
Was that the axe that shield broke?
So it's a combination of the tree and the axe hitting your shield at the same time. It pops and you die. It's very scary because people will see that and be like, "Uh-oh, oh, there's tree growing. Oh, I'm gonna block it," and then they hit their shield, it pops, and that means we take it home with 5 stocks left to our name, and it also means that we get to go to playoffs on that conference. So yay, very cool, very awesome. GG's to Western Michigan. That was definitely a very fun game to watch. Even if sometimes it didn't look like we could watch it. Yeah, it was also very funny to see Palpa like in super fast speed, and all of them in super fast speed. I think my favorite part of that was the very fast Greninja and the very fast Lunar.
Seeing super speed Steve. Oh well. It was a great game that we saw today. Both the first one and the second one, even if we had some minor technical difficulties, not at all related to internet. Or controllers, I guess.
True. The low battery.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think Miami did super good tonight. That doubleheader and winning both games against Ball State and Western Michigan, that's super nice. And it's a treat. It's definitely a treat. What did you think about this overall game here, specifically against Western Michigan?
Yeah. Overall, Greninja still is giving us trouble as a team. I would say if we can practice a little more against the Funny Frogman, I think we'd do a lot better. But there's all these characters, or a bunch of characters that everyone would love to have a bit more practice, but no one wants to play. Greninja's one of them. Unless you're that guy, then we'll just ask him.
Yeah,
right.
I think sometimes it's a little hard to find Greninjas, but I know that they've been working hard on it, and I think it certainly sometimes showed. You know, that first time we saw that Greninja wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was definitely that second game that sort of gave us a little bit of trouble. But overall, as the night progressed, I didn't really see any fatigue from anyone. For a doubleheader, super nice, super nice.
Yeah. Overall, great games. I believe we have a lot of streams coming up for the rest of the week. I think we have 3 Overwatch streams.
It's Overwatch Mania over here.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Along with a Valorant stream on Friday this week. I hope to see all of you guys there. I might be in the other chair for the broad end.
Yeah.
Or maybe I get summoned here. I wouldn't be against it. I bet you guys wouldn't be against it. But regardless, great Smash games. Lovely overall. 2-0 both games.
2-0 both games. I think
we won 2-0 both games.
Yeah.
Great showing from Miami. We made it to playoffs.
Yeah. Woo. And also, if you're a big Smash head and you kind of like to look at the scene, Team White, I'm in that along with Whippy and AJ and a ton of other great people. And we're going to be fighting our hardest game yet, and that is going to be Akron Gold. So if that won't be streamed, but definitely look out on the social medias. There will be updates about that. And until then, I think after that, well, same time as usual, there will be, always more Smash to come. And, for other games, Overwatch Mania. Overwatch Mania.
Yeah. All right. We'll be wishing you luck on your Smash White, and we'll be letting you guys have a decent night or a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.